Previously, on Rise of the Runelords, our heroes continue their battle against the kobolds in the lava-filled mountain interior. Sanishi, using her wits and love of new toys, climbs onto one of the towers and commandeers one of the creature's lava cannons for her own use. Turning it on the other kobold towers, short work was made of the remaining defenses. After taking out the remaining kobolds that Geisen had left sleeping, the party was ready to move on. Continuing their search of the mountain interior, Tanin comes close to impaling his feet on a set of trapped stairs, saved only by his quick reaction and rodeo clown reflexes. The party then comes upon a pen of giant weasels, fed their new furry friends, and moved along to continue their search. Entering the next cavern, our heroes come upon a large distillery tank, guarded by a group of kobolds and a pair of half-dragons. Tanin moved ahead stealthily to assess the situation undetected, only to be quickly joined by Icky, who was somewhat less stealthy and very much detected, and a battle quickly ensued. During the encounter, Geisen decided to try out a newly added spell from his spellbook and polymorphed one of the half-dragons into a large killer whale. Sanishi, obviously surprised by this turn of events, strayed a little too close to the immobile aquatic mammal and was quickly introduced to the creature's large jaws. Finally getting their wits about them, the group made short work of the remaining creatures, and Geisen released his spell, allowing the whale to revert back to its normal form before quickly joining its compatriots in the afterlife. Today, the adventure continues.
Well, I'll get a little closer to the group.
Why would you want to do that?
Because there's no whale on the way anymore?
It's true, there is more space now.
There is.
A lot more room for activities. Alright, so I still have my glowing coin, right?
I am trying to remember how long that lasts for.
Coin goes for an hour. We've been here for probably half an hour.
Then yeah, I would say yeah. If it goes for an hour, you haven't been here an hour yet. That's for sure.
All right, cool. Well, in that case, I guess hey, there was the I'm sorry, real quick reminder. The room just to the south of us. There was stuff in there that we didn't investigate yet. Is that accurate?
We came back to finish the fight here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, what do you say we head out and check out that room?
Sounds good.
Sure.
All right. Sorry. There we go.
Ruby, go feed the cats. Go feed the cats.
I will just use. There we go. All right. All right. I have to ask: does the music sound weird? Like it's skipping?
It sounds very faint to me, so I can't tell.
Does it? Oh.
Yeah. I did just hear a little blip.
Yeah. I don't know whether it's my computer or I don't know what's going on.
You should build a new one.
I've never had any negative experiences with Roll20's audio stuff.
So you know what? It's always been wonderful for you. All right, so
I will check the pile.
The room reeks of animal musk and sulfur and rotting food. Piles of dry rotted hay litter the floors in neat little piles. Perfect for small creatures to sleep in. There are 12 in all. And then a horde of dead kobolds from when you killed them, when you guys killed them previously, along with a small altar on the southern wall.
To the south. Let's go to the south. I will check out the small altar. I will also.
I would love to get in on that checking it out action.
Check for trap.
All right, all the way to the altar.
All the way to the altar.
Then I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I will take that. 19 plus dex. 8 is like 27.
All right. 27. Then as you walk up to the altar, you put your foot on the space in front of it and it actually sinks down a few inches. And as soon as that happens, just on instinct, you take a step back and a 3 foot by 3 foot a boulder like drops to where you would have been.
Was it him Indiana Jones style?
No, it just drops and stops. It doesn't continue rolling after him. All right, then.
I successfully set off the trap.
You did.
Now can I look for the ones on the altar?
Sure. On the altar, you see a golden idol of a 5-headed dragon.
When do you want me to roll to check for traps?
Whenever you want to try to check for traps.
I said I was heading south to check for traps at the altar, and then I almost got crushed.
Well, all I heard was I'm heading south to the altar.
Okay.
I also only heard that.
I heard nothing about traps.
I
That's why I
blame your mic.
specifically called out all the way to the altar. So, I apologize.
Okay. I'm checking the trap. I'm checking the altar for traps.
All right, give me a perception check then.
Man, we ain't found shit. 8 total.
8? As far as you know, there's nothing there.
I ducked just in time for the boulder to miss me because I didn't find any traps. And now I'm at the altar. And what all did I see?
You saw a golden idol of a 5-headed dragon.
Pick it up. Does it feel like solid gold?
Yes, it feels relatively solid.
Show it off to the rest of the party if they're not standing next to me. Anyone recognize this?
I know that Icky and Geisen said they were following you. Good lord.
Yeah. I'm following as well.
Gentlemen, what do you make of this?
It looks hefty. You sure it's safe to take that? That looks kind of it also looks ominous.
Does the figure, like the icon of it, look familiar to me at all?
Give me a religion check.
I'll assist on that if I can.
Are you proficient in religion? No.
No? Okay, never mind.
So.
Okay. 13.
13? You would actually, even with a 13, you'd actually know that is a statue of Tiamat, evil god of the dragons. You wouldn't know much more than that, but that would be something that is relatively well known, what Tiamat would look like.
Okay.
Do you tell us that?
Yeah. I relayed that to you.
I keep it to myself.
I mean, this place seems real, like, chill and normal and but I don't know, maybe taking a statue of a evil dragon god.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we do with
I
this.
take it anyway. I will sleight of hand it if I have to.
You'll do what?
I will sleight of hand to hide it from them if I have to. But it's coming with.
Okay.
Well, are you?
Well, you don't have to try hard to persuade Icky.
Okay.
He just has like some slight misgivings, so you can soothe them. Then you don't have to sleight of hand shit.
Can I see if I sense any magic about it?
Give me an Arcana check.
I ain't gonna sense it. 12.
12? Nothing. You don't notice anything from it that would give you the impression it's magical in any way.
Here, we'll just get this over with now that I'm remembering how to play this character.
Yeah.
It has been a month and a half.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
Tarnan just turned on his detect magic, so 30-foot radius, 10 minutes.
The only pings you're getting are from you and your party. Nothing from the idol itself.
Is there anything else interesting at all on the altar?
A couple of burned out candles, mostly melted, but that's about it.
I step back away from the candle a little bit. I step back away from the altar.
Okay.
Is that like a stairway to the west there?
Yeah.
There is. As you would have walked in, you would have seen it leads up about 3 or 4 feet, and then a small, very shabby wooden door.
I will check the stairs for traps because the last set of stairs about killed me.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. 16 plus 4. 20.
You don't notice anything about the stairs that would make you think
I
they're
don't
trapped.
trust it. I send Icky first.
Yeah. Icky will if you're asking Icky to do it, he will. He'll fly up to the door, claw it in, and
All right. In that case, let me bring the rest of you down. And roll. No, I'm kidding. All right. Then you're gonna go open the door.
yeah.
All right. It's gonna let me move.
Wait, let me. Okay, well,
Oh.
all right, that's good. I was just gonna say I might as well if I can kind of carefully walk on the stairs to check to see if they're safe, but be prepared to take wing if something hinky happens.
You.
I realize it makes little to no sense to just open. It's the door opened fine, guys. Come on over.
I could totally see Icky doing that though. No, as you begin to put pressure on the stairs, they seem very solid. Nothing that would lead you to believe they were trapped as the other set of stairs was.
Stairs look fine, guys. I whisper.
Stairs are fine. All right, so as you look into the room of the door you just opened, the low ceiling room looks like a bar, albeit a tiny one. This is the one Grelda saw from the first battle when you guys came in. The
Then
bar
she would say
itself.
as much.
What was that?
She would say as much then.
She would. This is the place. The bar itself stands no more than 1.5 feet, and the tables are even shorter. Child-sized chairs made of planks and barrel parts clutter the room.
Child size relative to a kobold, so this is a bar for child size kobold children. sorry, I can't help myself.
No, this would definitely be a bar for kobolds.
This is a kobold daycare.
How else do you keep your children occupied than making them drink all day?
Well, they'll sleep well at night.
All right.
Anyway.
So I'll take a step into the room and kind of like look around and see if I see anything of note or otherwise suspicious. Oh yeah, because I don't have vision. I understand how this works now.
There we go. Yes, because I didn't add your coin vision for you on Roll20. All right. If you're gonna look around, give me a perception check.
Would love to. Nothing could please me more than rolling an 11. So then my perception. Oh, where are you? That's performance, you silly Billy.
I don't want performance.
Or do I?
Oh.
Pass. No, that's where am I looking on my character sheet? Oh my god. Why can't I find my perception?
It's
Oh,
performance.
there's a list. Plus 13. Thank you.
Alphabetical-ish.
That's fantastic. 13. You just notice that there are a bunch of plates and cups strewn around. The chairs are overturned. You do notice that the actual bar is made of wood with thin stone slabs on top of them, and you notice there's 3 different ones, and there seems to be like they're separated. There's breaks in between them, and the middle one seems to be askew slightly.
Okay. So I it's like, turn back to the party, relay what I've seen. It's like, guys, if this is the room that that Grelda pretty much crashed, like just about crashed into, this room has seen action on either side. It's probably cleared out. Do we want to check it out, or do we want to check deeper into the cave?
Just remind me, do we have a sample of that ale, of that beer that we're looking for?
Yes, I believe you got one. You got a sample out of the barrels.
Okay.
Right.
And,
when you were when Jack was sneaking and Icky was fucking.
Yeah, Grelda put one in a wineskin.
Okay.
I think Relda would check behind the bar to see what beer they were serving.
Mm-hmm.
Would she go down to the kobold level of drinking?
Well, I don't think she would drink it, but I could understand her wanting to see if she could find what they were serving.
But
even if it was just to be judgy about it.
To know if it's the same brew,
Judgy McJudgerson.
making people go crazy.
Does anybody remember how much she looked around before?
She didn't. She didn't even set foot inside.
Oh, okay.
She just opened the door, looked inside, and then came back out and helped you guys with the rest of the battle.
Okay.
So...
All right, well, I guess the consensus is she would at least check to see what they're poisoning themselves with, and if there's any anything she should avoid or take note of.
In that case, give me a perception check for Grelda.
$14.
She ends up moving around the bar, and she sees some wooden tankards, some very small, almost shot glass wooden tankards dropped on the ground. But she doesn't see any source of the alcohol, no empty bottles, no pitchers, nothing like that.
From Tarn's perspective, are these the right size tankards for Geisen to enjoy a drink with?
They would be a little small, even for Geisen.
Never mind.
But they would be around his size, around gnomish size.
Bourbon bowl.
You can't replace the bourbon bowl.
No. I thought about it, but no.
But no.
Yeah, no side grades here.
All right, so we already know what's out the front door of this place.
Yep, back up the stairs, or back down to the other room, and then if we head west, that would be fantastic.
Yep.
North and then west at the intersection, please.
So, in that case, I'm just gonna move one of you again. So this way?
Yes, please.
Alright, so as... How far do you want to go?
Keep on going carefully. The whole group, we're just going.
Alright, you just, these are, you see just a room full of storage barrels. There's another door to the south. Another, cheap, wooden door to the south. And there are a bunch of, closed barrels laying around here. And...
Somebody wants to say hello.
Oh! Yay!
Hi, Lex. Oh,
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Okay.
do you want to check out the door to the south, or press onward to spaces unrestricted by doors?
First, Turnin is going to knock on one of the barrels. Are they full?
Yes, they are.
I think we need to check out what's inside of them.
I'm pretty sure what's inside of them. Tarnin will stab a dagger into one, or is one of the bungholes nearby? He can stab dagger into that and pull it out.
You're trying to like pierce the outside of it.
Yes. I attack the wood.
You what?
I attack the wood.
Give me a strength check. I want to see how many stabs it takes you to get through the outside of a barrel.
More than one. Probably two. I have Shinichi for this kind of work. What the hell?
I mean,
So you're the one who stabbed it with a dagger.
I got a 7.
7? So you stab your dagger in, and then you try and pull it out, and you notice it's wedged in. So you take your other dagger and like hit it like a hammer. And you do that 2 or 3 times, and then you finally get it in. And then you pull it out.
Yep.
And you do get a small stream of darkish liquid, almost like what you would think of as a lager.
Does it look the same as that stuff that we've got a sample of?
It does. And it's not. It's kind of like flowing down the side of the barrel.
I'd like to kill all of this with fire, but I think we need to press on first.
okay.
Door to the south, then?
Sounds good.
All right, then.
Enough.
As you open the door to the south,
Surprise!
16 titties fall out.
The Eye of Odin opens up and 16 titties follow. Nope. This is another entrance to that same bar.
All right.
I would like to search this room thoroughly.
I will do an about face while he just searches the room thoroughly.
No,
Alright.
turning around and
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Oh,
go
okay.
on.
I was going
Close
to
the
have you
door.
roll an investigation check for me, but
No, I don't care about that room anymore.
To the north, please.
All right, then as you continue to move north, you see a 20-foot high distillery tank that dominates the center of this room, and all around you, you continue to see barrels with the infamous Red Claw logo stenciled on the side.
There's a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, gotta wonder if they're messing with other towns.
They have to be.
Or at least planning to.
Oh. Hold on. I apologize.
Oh, it's not really there?
No. Well, I moved the door in the way of an opening. So, it opens up to the northwest, and then there's also a room to the northeast.
Northeast should be pretty much dead end. Let's go check that out quick.
Right.
All
I mean,
right.
we're from what I remember, we're trying to accomplish this in like 90 minutes, so I'm not going really slow and careful.
You actually
Time
in
limit.
what was that?
We weren't given a time limit. We got it lifted, didn't we?
I'm sorry. What time limit?
No, a personal time limit because Grelda was really concerned about getting back to the town as soon as characterly possible.
I do think she said. What's up, Joe? Yeah.
No,
okay.
I mean,
She did say, I don't remember what the time frame was. 90 minutes sounds right, but she did say that let's explore. But if we don't find anything in this amount of time, then we should turn around and head back. So what was that?
No one went back and watched the last episode, huh? Okay, carry on.
I actually have. I might be the only person that actually watches all of the videos that I
That's
spend
not
all
true.
that time editing.
I watched the last one just because that's how I know the 90 minutes was turning, saying, okay, how about this?
Nice.
We'll go look around for an hour. No, 90 minutes. We'll look for 90 minutes, and then we'll make haste back towards the town, and I'll send Icky on his way since he can travel faster with a few extra boosts.
I'm so proud of you, Bill.
Oops. Okay, anyway, so nothing in this room?
There in nothing in this room, but there is a double set of thick wooden doors to the north. Otherwise, there is a couple of barrels, strewn around.
Sanishi, go knock, please. I mean, don't actually knock.
right. Sanishi. I
Sanishi smash.
I try to open the door.
All right. The doors actually push open very easily. Oh, wow.
Yeah, can you tell it's almost feeding time at the zoo?
There are times I'm not entirely sure if it's coming from the speaker or from our cats. So
Holy lava.
All right. So let me pull back the visuals just a little bit.
oh dear.
Oh,
my. All right. So in where's it? All right. All right. A pool of magma bubbles at the center of this massive 100-foot high ceilinged chamber. The south side of the room where you stand is a smooth stone platform. A stone bridge crosses two-stone bridge crosses the inferno to either side on the northwest and the northeast, connecting to a second larger rock platform that rises 15 feet out of the magma. At the top, as your eyes move upwards, you see that the top of this chamber actually goes to a large cone and there is an opening, and you can actually see you can see some stars through it as you look up into the evening sky. However, what actually ends up catching your attention is the giant red-scaled wing creature laying in the center of the platform directly across from you. And
throw the gold dragon at it. Throw the gold dragon at it. It's got to be his weakness.
There we go.
Oh, that doesn't look as big.
All right, so as you open the doors and step into the room, you see a pair of dark red wings open up and begin to shake a little and stretch wide, and then you can see the dragon's head lift up as its eyes open, and it looks directly at you. And I could hear you and smell you. I've been waiting for you.
Oh, well, we didn't have to smell you. Apologies for that. What's your operation planning on here? Is it just one town you're messing with, or you got a whole bunch? And since you're down a few employees now, are you looking for replacements, or?
When they told me to focus my attention on Whistledown, they told me you would come. Although they did not mention you would be as talkative as you have been.
We are a kind of chatty bunch.
Yeah. Geisen is terrible. We can never get him to shut up. Listen to him.
Those with low intelligence tend to speak the most, I have found.
Who told you we were coming, by the way?
The same person who gave me the brew that I'm sure your town has been enjoying.
Oh, this isn't your brew? Interesting.
Well, how does a dragon brew?
Well, look at them. I'm sure they've got all manner of abilities.
I can do a great many things, orc. But I do not lower myself to making this concoction. That's what my followers are for.
Are you claiming to be a god?
There are those who call me such.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name, little one? Perhaps you'll learn it one day. Although I must admit, snacks aren't usually privy to names of those such as mine.
Alright, Big Red. Well, cool. So are you gonna stop making this brew for us? For the town?
I'll stop making it for Whistledown when there's nobody left at Whistledown to make it for.
That's kind of bullshit.
I agree.
Not very nice,
Yeah.
Big Red.
Yeah, he looks over, Growl is like, sounds like we've got a problem here.
It sounds like you certainly do. And then, as he says that, he begins to stand up, and his wings expand, and his head goes up, and you see the full frame. Yes.
Just trying to remember roughly how many spells I saw Geisen throw. Geisen, would I think that you're out of spells, half out of spells, or pretty charged up?
I I have a reasonable amount left.
Okay.
Icky is clearly feeling frisky as fuck.
So as the dragon stands up and stretches its neck, actually, who is proficient in Arcana?
I am.
Actually, what would that be?
My looking.
Actually, why doesn't everybody give me a nature check?
Okay.
Icky.
9.
Kaisen.
21.
Oh. Sanishi.
9.
Grelda.
Oh yeah, I forgot her. Oops.
Do you have
21.
her sheet?
I'm looking at the character. I don't have access to it, but I can look at it.
Yeah. Okay. As long as you can see all her pluses and minuses. Okay. I'm sorry. What did you say for her? 19?
21.
21, and then Tarnan.
8.
8. Okay. So Geisen, Grelda, and I'm sorry. What did Sanishi get again, Jill?
9.
9. Okay. So Geisen and Grelda would be the only ones that would be able to tell that this is a young red dragon. It's older than a wormling, but it's not an adult dragon yet, just from its size and its coloring. It's still, the red hasn't darkened enough for it to signify an adult dragon.
And would I know that to be a good thing? Like, does that mean it's less dangerous than if it was
The older they are, the more powerful they are. There's you would know there's a wormling, a young dragon, adult dragon, and an elder dragon. And they become far more powerful as they hit those milestones.
So we're dealing with a teenager with a god complex.
Well, if somebody tells you that. Otherwise, as far as
to the group, if there's time to do that.
As far as I know, this is the first in-person dragon that any of you have messed with or seen in person.
For a second, I was like, well, what about that mini campaign that never was? Oh, right. But, hey, no, I'm a dragon.
I'm a dragon. I'm a southern dragon.
Like, we have totally met a dragon. It's like, right, different life.
Different campaign. That's right.
Okay. Icky's excited. Icky's like, Icky's just kind of like waiting for somebody to tell him not to like have a go.
All right, so the dragon looks after it stands up. It looks after it shows its full size. It looks down at you. They didn't tell me to whether or not I should kill you, so I suppose I'll make you pay for what you've done to my followers. And I need everybody to roll initiative. Alright, so I'm going to have everybody roll initiative, and then I'm going to take 5 before we get into the battle proper.
That's perfect. We can all feed kitties.
Yes.
Alright, so we'll do the initiative first. And then... Alright, so... That's then... Ooh, that's less. Alright, then we'll start with Icky.
18.
Geisen.
31.
Jesus.
What?
Did you roll a natural 20?
Mm-hmm.
Good lord. What did Grelda get?
19.
Jesus. Sanishi?
20.
What the? Tarnan?
21.
Holy crap.
I'm the man with 18.
Alright, so Geisen will be first up when we come back in like 5 minutes.
What? No.
I'm sorry. It's like cornhole. If you roll over 30, you actually start last. Ready for the fun.
Yeah. This
Fun
really reminds me of the scene where where Gimli and the guy, the king,
Aragorn?
Aragorn, are standing on the side of the tower, thinking about jumping over onto the bridge to fight all those orcs. And Gimli looks over and says, "Oh, we can take them." And then he looks down and says, "It's a long way to get to that dragon from where we're at." That's exactly what's going on right now. Oh, we can take them. Yeah, but it's a long way to get there.
It is. All right, Geisen, you're up.
All right.
What was that?
Good job first, buddy.
What?
Good luck.
Good job first, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, Nate,
So it's
I am
fun.
drinking This Shit Just Got Real from Untitled Arts.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
I introduced
Where'd you
Bill
find
to
it?
it this past weekend.
Awesome. I walked away from another 4-pack of it yesterday.
What?
I walked away from it. Yeah.
Do you have the COVID? What?
No, I wanted more beer for less money.
I can understand that.
Because it's like what? It's like $12, $14 for a 4-pack.
I think it's like $12 for a 4-pack. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like
It's a treat yourself beer. It is definitely not an every time I want to drink beer.
it is. I was worried about just like every time I go out and see it, I'm gonna buy it.
It's just really heavy. I don't think I could drink it all the time. I like a
I
good.
couldn't. But it's all
I
good.
it all the time. That was amazing.
It is really good. It's it's heavy. I like Carlsberg, like a light Carlsberg every once in a while or something like that. Anyway, Dragon. Rawr.
All right. We followed as long as we could. Go ahead, Lars. Kick its butt.
Geisen, you're up.
What kind of range are we talking about to that thing? I'm guessing really a long way.
From you, if my mouse wants to stop being stupid. There we go.
Never.
About 60 feet currently. And it is 15 feet raised.
So does that just add to the distance, or does that affect?
Not really.
Okay.
No, because I'd say the platform you're standing on is probably it's in, like, I would say about 7. It's in between. So it's about halfway up out of the magma from where that platform is.
And Geisen's used to compensating for being much lower than his target.
That's true. Yeah, when I was talking to Sean about changing my character, he had a good point that I don't always want to go first, even though I have this crazy initiative bonus.
Yeah, one of the things Lars was worried about is losing the initiative bonus, but I've noticed that every combat Lars goes first, he doesn't really want to go first. You can't wait your turn, but you can hold your action. If there's something you want to do after somebody else goes, like if you have a spell you want to cast, but you want to wait until a couple other people go.
I will say that in this case, Lars, the rest of us are literally right behind you in initiative. So if you wanted to move forward, knowing that we can move farther or through you, maybe put yourself in a position that afterwards, when we're done, we can see where you're going to be and we can try to support that.
Would I know, like, the initiative order at all? Like, would I know who's going next?
I mean, technically no, but yeah.
But you also technically know that at least 2, probably 3, are going to be charging forward.
I mean, you would absolutely know. Well, you know that Grelda, Icky, and Sanishi are very much dependent on close quarter combat. So you kind of, and there's only one route over there, so you know where they're going.
Okay, so can I save my action but still like say a little bit to somebody?
You can't really save your action. If you know exactly what you're going to do, you can prepare an action. Like, you can say, once Grelda goes, I'm going to cast this spell. You can't wait to decide what you're going to do until later. You can decide now, and then tell me a trigger. That you can do, and that's your action. So if you want to do, like, a bonus action or a movement, anything like that, talking would count that. That I'm totally cool with. And then just saving your actual action until you're ready.
Okay, well, I turn to Shinichi and I tell her, trust me, get separated, like get apart from the group, and then I prepare a spell.
What are you gonna what spell and what's the trigger?
I'm gonna prepare polymorph.
Oh shit. Okay, what's the trigger for it?
When Shinichi is far enough away from the rest of the group.
All right.
Can you define
what? Yeah. What is like 10 feet space? 20 feet?
Good question.
Because you would need to tell her this. Because if you just said run ahead of everybody else, she might not give enough space for what you're thinking.
How much space does a huge beast take up?
Huge?
don't-
I believe.
I will again.
If I am right, huge is 3x3. Let me double check. I believe it's 3x3.
Huge is 15. Yeah, it's 3x3. It's 15 by
15
15.
by 15, yeah.
Okay, here's another question then, I guess, before. Can a huge beast cross those bridges?
To the best of his understanding.
As far as Geisling would know, I guess.
Yes, but it would be like shimmying on. It'd be like you shimmying on a 2x4.
Mm.
So yes, but not like barreling at full speed.
Okay, well maybe not then.
Because the bridges are about 7 feet wide. So if the creature was 15 feet wide, it could turn sideways and move, but it wouldn't be able to move at full speed that way.
I mean, whales can't move on land.
Yes, we found this out.
That's a lava whale.
It was still
Lava whales are great.
But now there's lava.
I'm gonna morph her into a lava whale. It's a thing. I just made it a thing.
All right. Well, I don't know what else. I guess I scrap that. Although I will still tell her to get, like, when we get over there, get separated from the group.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna cast Portent instead.
Okay. Go ahead and mark up a second level spell. Roll your 2 dice. Let me know what they are.
Looks like we're taking a pretty short rest in this portent, or what?
Nah.
9 and 13.
All right. All right. Anything else you would like to do?
No, other than relaying that to Shinichi.
Oh, hold on. Crap. No, go ahead. What's up?
And then if I think I still have movement left, or does talking to her get my movement?
No, that would be like your free action to say a couple of things, bonus action to say a little bit more, but so you have 30. Okay. Sorry, I haven't entered everybody's hit points into D&D Beyond yet. So, go ahead.
I'll cross the bridge then.
All right. What is your movement?
25. So I guess as far as I can go.
Oh, come on. I didn't want to measure. 5, 10, 15, 20.
If I'm there, am I blocking people, or can they still get through?
People can move through you. You're actually one
Okay.
back. There we go. No, people can move through you. They just can't stop in the same space as you.
Okay. Then I'm done.
Nate, I'm having the same D&D Beyond. I'm sorry, Roll20 not playing music. There we go.
We hear that.
There we go. Yeah, there was just a big blank spot. All right, so Geisen is done. Tarnin, you are up with your 46 hit points. I'm having to enter everybody's hit points into D&D Beyond, so that was for me.
Okay. Is that thing within 90 feet? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 60.
Bonus action Hex.
All
Reaction.
right. Hold on.
Shinichi. What?
Oh, I'm gonna put a marker on it for your hex.
Okay.
So go ahead.
The bonus action Hex. Free action shouting out Shinichi across the second bridge. Go to the right. We'll go left. Let's try to play on what Geisen was doing.
Get that, Sanishi.
And then I will move 30 across the bridge. Where does that put me, please?
15, 20, 25, 30.
And I'll take my action and continue running another 30. And can I get to that second in pillar?
Yep.
And hide pretty much behind it. Take cover there.
Take cover. Okay.
Correct. That is my action. That is my turn.
That is your turn. All right. 7, 8. Then, Sanishi, you are up.
I'm running across the bridge. Got for 30.
All right. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Puts you there.
I'm gonna run for the bridge. Another 30.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Puts you there. All right. Anything else you would like to do?
I don't think so.
All right. All right. It is Grelda's turn.
Just make sure I do this rage right. If she rages now and doesn't take damage this turn, she loses it?
Yes. You have to either attack something or take damage on the turn.
Okay, so let's... her movement is 35 feet. Please move her 70 feet for her movement and action.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There you go.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20. So that dragon is 25 feet from her?
Right around there. Let me see.
Yeah, but she... Okay.
Yeah, right about 25.
I better not. I don't know that... I mean, I assume it's going to attack, but I don't know that. She doesn't have... She can't move with her bonus action.
No. No, I believe she can rage as a bonus action and use your great weapon master. So that's about it.
So if I rage right now and he doesn't attack, she loses that rage.
If she doesn't take damage.
Right.
Yep.
I don't get a chance to attack next turn. Urge ends earlier. If your turn ends and you haven't attacked...
Yeah, it says it specifically says like if your turn ends. So if you take it now... Well, Your rage ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, or taken damage since then.
Since your last turn.
Yes.
So
you could use it now, but if you didn't take damage coming back around, it would end. Raid ends early, or your turn ends, and you haven't attacked hostile creature since your last turn.
She can rage now, and next turn, as long as she attacks next turn, she keeps that rage.
I'll give you that. Yep, I'll read it like that.
Okay, then she would like to rage.
Okay, mark off a rage, and then actually, because...
I can't.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
But
I'll mark it off.
last one.
That was the last one. And I know one of her new features was that when she rages, she can move up to half her speed. There we go. Instinctive Pounce. As part of the bonus action you use to enter your rage, you can move up to half your speed. So she can move up to
15 or 20?
15 feet. If you would like her to.
Have her run 15 feet towards the pillar to try to keep the action away from that bridge for a second.
5, 10, 15.
Come on, you big red lout. Let's see what you got.
All right. Then, if Grelda is not going to do anything else, Icky, you are up.
All right. Icky is going to. I think Icky's going to take flight and hop over to the landmass directly to the northeast. So not the island that has two bridges on it, but the one that connects out to what looks like there's a distillery behind it.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay, that's 40 flying.
I'll move one more to the east, please. Yeah, and land there.
Okay.
And I will just make sure I've got a ready my reaction for what is it called? Deflect missiles, and that'll be my turn.
All right, then it is the dragon's turn. How much is that? 30. Alright, let's see how much.
You can miss your fancy assets.
Meh. No. Then he's actually gonna stomp over, and since Grelda's the closest one, he does make 3 attacks, 2 biting, or 1 biting and 2 with his claws. So first he's gonna try and bite Grelda. 29.
No, that misses.
Oh. I didn't know
Well, in that case,
In that case,
the dragon gets up and goes home.
I
I cast shield. Oh wait, that's my other character. Never mind.
Alright, so Grelda takes 15 piercing damage, halved to 7, plus 2
Wow.
fire damage. So 9 total damage.
Okay.
And that's the first one. That was the bite attack. Now the 2 claw attacks. That's cocked. 15?
She's got 19. You're missed.
19. Alright, that one missed. And the second one is 20. So that
She's got 19. You missed.
Question mark? 8, 14, half to 7 slashing damage. So the creature comes down, the dragon comes down with both of its claws, and she moves out of the way of one, but that moves her into the other one, and the dragon's claws just like tear down her front.
Ugh.
And The dragon will just like tilt his head down and lick his lips, and I will taste you before I feast on the rest of your village. And
For that.
Branch and Geisen, you're up.
Great.
Yeah.
I guess I will move as far as I can, close to them.
10, 15, 20, 30?
25.
Put you right there.
And then I guess same deal. I'll save my action until she's over there and separate them.
Alright, so polymorph when she's got like 15 feet of space.
Yep. And
Alright.
over across the bridge. Yep.
Alright, just so you know ahead of time, if you ready a spell and the conditions you set to cast it don't come to pass, you lose that spell.
Oh.
Because when you're readying a spell, your base the rules as written says you're right on. You get all the way through the incantation and you hold that last little bit until you're ready to let it go. But if you don't cast it, it fizzles and you lose that spell slot. Just so you know.
Okay, I didn't realize that. Can I hold it for multiple turns?
No. When
Okay,
it comes,
well,
like you can hold it all. You can choose what the conditions are. And all the way until your turn comes back around, and if you haven't, those conditions haven't been met by the time you go again, you lose that spell slot.
Okay, well, I definitely wouldn't have used it.
No, I know you
that
did. I know you didn't
turn
use
then.
it last turn. But
Okay. Well, I feel pretty confident that it'll happen this turn, so I will do that.
okay. Anything else you want to do then?
Nope, I don't think so.
Tarnin.
Just trying to figure out my move here. Hold on a second. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, 25, 30. Sure. 30 heading toward, once I cross the bridge, heading mostly north.
5,
Trying to get through those pillars eventually, but not this turn.
30 puts you right there.
Can we go back one and up one?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. Put you there. 5.
Real quick. Fred,
Yeah, I'll take that. I don't want to be
very loud.
playing with. I'm sorry, what?
This particular track is very loud.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Is that better?
Much.
Okay.
Thank you.
So is that what
Okay.
you were thinking, Bill?
That's
5,
good enough.
10,
That'll work.
15, 20,
It's
25.
within range, and I am not on the edge of Fireland, and I'm not interfering with Grelda, so yeah, that's going to be good enough.
All right.
Daggers out. Advantage for the first throw.
Mhm.
Natural 20 and a natural 1. I will take natural 20.
That's a tough choice. Are you sure you want to go
It
with
is
the-
rough.
I mean, just this time. One time.
Oh,
I rolled
man.
20.
I thought you knew how to play this game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, maybe I should just start flipping my damn coin. Natural 20 or natural 1? That's a 1. Never mind.
All right. So the card, the
Do we
card
have
you
the,
got.
the cards?
What was that?
Sorry, that just reminded me. Do we have the special cards? Do we just have the ones?
I don't think we pulled those yet. Your critical hit is max damage,
Sweet.
so that
Does
will
that
be
include my hex max damage?
no, just rolled max damage.
Sock.
But you're right, Lars. So while you figure out what that would be, so basically whatever you would roll for damage, 2 of those rolls maxed, and then add all your
And
modifiers after that.
40. 10, 19, 40. And I rolled a 6 on the d6. So 46. 46. Oh, shit. And this is sneak attack? Is
It
she
is.
close enough?
Wait.
Huh?
So your dagger is 1d4.
Yes,
So that would be 8.
but it's my twin flight daggers have the +6s automatically.
Yeah. So 8 plus 6 is 14.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out where you got 40 from.
I thought you were saying it's
The rolled damage, whatever you would roll. So the 1d4.
Okay, I did the 6 twice as well.
Oh no! Any pluses, any modifiers wouldn't count because even when you roll a normal crit, when you roll the dice twice, you get max the first time, and then you roll the dice again, and then you add all the modifiers.
Okay. Not nearly as fun. So 8 and 6 is
14.
14. And 6 more,
Is 20.
20. And then sneak attack. Not so good.
There it is a crit, and sneak attack is rolled. So
Yep.
I'll give you max on all those.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'll let you max them. It says maximum damage, and I will count that towards rolled dice. You won't double them, but I will give you max on all of them.
Okay.
Whatever
So
the
8
maximum rolled would be.
18.
So that would be 38.
Yep.
All right. So that would be the first one. So
Roger.
you run up, toss the dagger, and it manages to sink in right between two of its plates on its chest. And you can see the dragon kind of roar back as just the hilt with the two little wings is sticking out. And then before you roll the second one, I'll let you guys know what you got for the cards. Do you want me to just take a picture and put it on Facebook, or do you want me to show you here?
Just read it off.
All right. One is just a normal inspiration. Gives you advantage on any d20 roll. So I don't know if anybody wants to write them down. One is regenerate. Never mind. I thought I took those out. Face me. Choose an enemy. You have advantage against them until that enemy is hit by anyone but you.
That's not a good thing for right now.
Action surge. Perform an additional action.
Yep, we'll take that if no one else wants it.
Horde, which is double the amount of potions and gold. And all or nothing, which is an odd is 1 and an even is 20 on your d20 roll. So anybody can use those. Bill, you go ahead and do your second attack. I will take a picture of these and just throw them up on the Facebook chat for everybody.
I do have the out.
What was? Oh, you do? Okay. Then I won't. But just remember, basically, anybody can use them for anybody, so they're just community inspiration cards.
And since Sean doesn't feel like being helpful, since I did my job as a player, I will be a helpful player.
You will be what?
A helpful player.
Why? Wait, what?
I sent my notes to the D&D.
Oh, yes, because I don't like you guys and I don't want to help anybody.
Yep. Fuck you too, buddy.
Aw. All right, Bill. Go ahead.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Then I don't want to have to ask you to re-roll it. So that's going to be 3 and 3 is 6 more.
6 more damage.
Oh, wait. No, I don't get the pluses on the second attack, do I? Plus the damage on its throw. Damn it.
I don't think you have 2 and fighting, do you?
Well, no, this is the twins flight thing still.
Yeah.
I do have 2 fighting, but
Second
hold on,
dagger.
I got it here. I gotta read it.
Sexually hit the creature with the first one. You got the second one. You may make a ranged attack with the second dagger. You get the +6 as part of the daggers themselves, but you don't get any like you don't get your sneak attack or hex damage. 'Cause
Right.
I believe you can only use the hex damage once. Per
So
turn.
6, 6, and 6 is 18 more.
6, 6, and 6.
I'm sorry. 3, 3, and 6 is 12 more. My bad.
Can you do the hex multiple times a turn?
Yes, every time.
It has been all right. I trust you. It's been a while since we've played these characters, and I don't remember anybody. All right, how much? 3, 3, and 6 is 12. All right. So you actually, since the first dagger found a spot between the dragon's plates, your second dagger actually lands directly beneath it, and the wings actually end up touching each other in the dragon's chest.
Oh, pobrecito little one. Return.
All right, they just vanish, pop back into your hands.
I'm going to suffer for that one, aren't I?
Teasing a dragon is always a good idea. Or taunting a dragon is always a good idea.
Is this fun as a dragon, though?
What was that?
Nothing.
Anything else you would like to do, good sir?
Nope, that does it for turning.
All right, Sanishi, you are up.
I'm going to go across the bridge. 30 feet.
10. That's 15.
I'm gonna go the other way.
So what's your speed?
30 total.
That would be 30.
Can I move one?
That would be 25. So yeah, you could move like there.
Up there.
Okay. Then I believe that trips Geison's
Okay.
polymorph.
So I cast polymorph and turn Sanishi into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Don't you have to have seen the creature you're polymorphing them into? Let me check the spell. I think you have to have like let me check the let me check the verbiage.
You let him turn
I know it's with the druid, the shape shifting, but I don't remember. I didn't see it.
Play my recorder.
What's going to be funny is when Sanishi ignores the fact that she has this massive jaw and continues to try to fight with just those tiny ass hands.
Holding her now little axes.
No, it specifically just calls out challenge rating. The new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's challenge rating.
Oh, Lord.
Or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating.
Oh.
And I mean, you are a scholarly individual, so I would make the assumption that you would know what a Tyrannosaurus Rex is. Now you have to wait so I can find the statistics for a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex. I had to find the statistics for a killer whale. Oh shit! Boom. Can't do it. Sorry.
What?
Tyrannosaurus Rex's challenge rating is 8. Sanishi's level is 7.
Some of the beach. Make it a small Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I am sorry.
An adolescent.
That is the only reason I'm saying no. Because
I'll be a teenage T-Rex. Come on.
Oh, look, you can make little dragons, but not little dinosaurs? Come on.
I know there are other dinosaurs. I can't believe I'm trying to find. All right, hold on.
An Allosaurus. An Allosaurus.
Let me check the monster manual under dinosaur.
Velociraptor.
All right, so dinosaur isn't a thing. Let's see. There is a Triceratops.
That could be fun.
That feels pretty Sanishi.
Let me see what a Triceratops.
Triceratops.
No, I actually think it's really cool. Oh, look, there's a whole section in the monster manual for dinosaurs.
You said there wasn't.
I was wrong. Let me see. There's an Allosaurus, an Ankylosaurus,
Allosaurus.
a Plesiosaurus, a Triceratops, a
What's the rating on
Pteranodon, and a T-Rex. T-Rex is challenge rating 8. Triceratops is challenge rating 5.
What's the Allosaurus?
Challenge rating 2.
What? An Allosaurus is a 2?
Yes.
Wow,
And
that's
a
nuts.
Triceratops. Yes. A Triceratops is a challenge rating 5. It is
Are
a
any of them
trampling
7?
charge, a gore, a stomp attack. Alright, so. What, are you doing that, or are you going to think of another creature?
Triceratops.
If you want a dinosaur, Triceratops has the highest challenge rating that you can actually do. Otherwise, you can come up with a different creature.
Let me look at the Triceratops quick.
Let me see. The gore is a +9 to hit, 4d8 plus 6 damage. Stomp is +9 to hit, 3d10 plus 6 damage. Oh, that's only on a prone creature though. But it does have a trampling charge.
I'm gonna do a mammoth instead. I think.
Oh,
Ooh.
Mammoth, 330.
Challenge rating 6, so that should work, right?
Yep, challenge rating 6 will work. A Mammoth. Gore, stomp. Shit. Alright. Alright. Alright, let me see. Mammoth. Let me find it so I can have its stats up. And a mammoth is a huge beast.
Huge.
Huge. So it's
It,
it's
huge.
tree by tree. Let me see. Mammoth. Mammoth. Alright. You gotta wait a minute. Let's see if I can find. Oh, look at that.
It's right there under Mammoth. You
Alright.
can tell it's Mammoth because of the way
You
it
can tell
is.
because of the way it is. Alright, let me move Sanishi out of the way. Let me take the mammoth. There you go! Sanishi, you are a woolly mammoth.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Uh,
this cave, this mountain is apparently a mountain of firsts. There are things I never thought I would actually have to do. A killer whale and a woolly mammoth.
thanks, guys. Then
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Yeah, so Sanishi moved. You still have your action. So you have all the... He sent out the stats to you? If not, I can send them out to you.
I've got them.
Alright. 126 hit points.
Well, first, I'm totally letting out a trumpet of, like, shock, joy, and amazement.
You realize this is going to be a thing now, right? You're just going to have to be turning her into, like, random dinosaurs just from here on out as a... Should
She's
be on
never going to ask you to take her hunting goblins anymore. She's
Yeah.
going to ask if you can go hunting dragons as a mammoth again.
She's going to be on the boat. Like, after this, you guys are going to get back on the boat, and she's like, can you turn me into a water dinosaur? Can I swim alongside the boat?
These
Make
are
me a dragon turtle. Make me a dragon turtle.
I'm totally seeing like, except like rather than like Gimli's dust me, it's like polymorph me.
Mammoth me.
All right.
More Dyson, it's morphin' time.
Oh, God. Is she going to nickname you, like, Zordon? Since you're going to be...
Aye, aye, aye.
All right. Focus. All right. Sanishi, Miss Woolly Mammoth, you're up.
So, since I'm now a mammoth, it looks like I could use... Am I within 10 feet now, or 5
Oh, yeah.
feet?
You are adjacent. You are literally...
Okay. Cool. So, I think I would like to just perfect. one prone creature. Okay, then I need to gore him.
You need to gore him.
Yes.
All right. There we go.
Or,
I wanted the official mammoth. All right. I'm all good now.
Roll damage. Destroy it. Roll the hit. Kill it.
All right. So you're trying to gore it? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right. Then roll the hit.
I don't know what. I guess I rolled a 5.
It's a plus 10. It's a melee weapon attack plus 10 to hit. Ooh, reach 10 feet too.
Yeah, which is why I was like questioning what, how far away I was.
And if you want to use one of our, Mammoth cards for that abysmal roll.
Well, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 5, so that would be 15, which does sound kind of abysmal.
What's that? What's that card? Inspiration card do?
Inspiration gives advantage on a roll.
Use it. Burn it.
Is that?
All right.
All right.
Burn it.
That guy again.
That's better. So that is 24 altogether.
That hits.
Yeah.
Okay, 4d8.
4d8 plus 7.
Yeah, looking for some d8. 2, 3.
You can borrow mine.
Right. Okay, 8, 10, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21 plus 7. So 28
28 total.
damage. Yeah.
Does it give it any cool effects, like it's now grappled or pinned?
No. The trampling
No.
charge, but you need to charge 20 feet, and I don't see how that's going to be possible.
Yeah, we need to back up and
So Sanishi sprints over, and of course the dragon's eyes follow her as she runs, and then she just smiles and just extends into this gigantic woolly mammoth. She trumpets her front feet come up a little bit, and she stamps and is super excited in mammoth. And then she gores the dragon, whose eyes just get big, and he just has a very confused look on his face. Even a dragon, you can tell it is very confused. It's perplexed on what's going on. And then she just lowers her head, and just both of her tusks just dig into its stomach. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Oh, me next! Me next! I want to be a pterodactyl!
Pterodactyl. I think I am good at that point.
All right. In that case, so Grelda will be next, but the dragon is going to use one of its lair actions, since it's initiative count 20. And right under the middle of this woolly mammoth that just hit it, a geyser of magma is going to erupt right under you. It's 5 foot wide, 20 feet high, and I need your mammoth to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hey, we all know mammoths are extremely dexterous, so this would be.
What you should have done is grease the mammoth.
The mammoth has -1 dexterity modifier. Ah, Lars left. No. There he is.
11.
11. You failed it. You take 6d6 fire damage.
Ooh.
Wow, I rolled, out of those 6s, 3 of them were 1s.
Wow.
Nicely done.
You take 14 fire damage, which takes you down to 112 hit points.
It's
Your fingers a bit singed.
Yeah, that kills my joke about being a hairless mammoth. Never
Yes,
mind.
now your stomach is bare. You got a little pink belly. And it's Grelda's turn.
Not such a woolly mammoth anymore, are you?
Hairless mammoth. She's gonna attack. Oh wait, that's not the one I want. She's gonna attack. Come on, Sasha, we got some work to do. And first attack. Is she in fact flanking? Move her over 2 squares, make her flank.
Alright, I would say technically no, but
Technically.
you're across from a giant creature, so I would say this would be good enough.
Okay. Now she will attack with advantage. Oh, wait, she gets advantage anyway, doesn't she?
No.
Unless she was reckless. Okay.
Yeah, she
So she doesn't have
usually
to be
uses her
reckless.
reckless for it.
Because she gets advantage anyway. 15 is the roll. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong damn thing.
Well, don't do that.
Apologies. 15 and 8 is 24? 23.
15 and 8 is 23.
That's what I said.
And that does hit.
Very good. So roll d12. Hey, does she roll a larger dice because it's a massive creature or no?
No.
Okay, that was something else. 12.
No, I think one of her features is... Never mind. That was
12
different.
plus 5 for the axe plus 2 for the rage is 19.
19
damage?
damage. All right.
Does that seem like the max damage she should be able to do on one swing?
12 plus 5, and then whatever her rage bonus is.
Which is plus 2.
Plus 2,
So,
yeah. She can't. Yeah, 19. That's the most she can.
Yep.
The most she can
Okay.
do on a single attack.
And her second attack, 18 plus, a lot more.
That hits.
And that's a 7 plus 7 is 14 more. Ouches, as she would say.
So as the dragon kind of turns its head and this geyser erupts under Mammoth Sanishi, Grelda just like lets out a loud growl, almost primal in itself, and just swings Sasha twice. And like on the dragon's side, she actually knocks off a couple of scales as it digs into the dragon's flesh, and its head like reaches up and it lets out a loud roar.
Beauteous. I think she will stay put then.
Then Icky, you're up.
All right, I will. Let me double check the distance here. Okay, easy. Icky will fly up next to the dragon, just to the northeast of Mammoth Sanishi. That's the spot. And we're just gonna go with some good old-fashioned. Kicklon.
Flying? All right.
Hey, the music. Oh, can we not focus on the music instead of my roll?
What'd you get? What'd you get?
I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
Yay!
Does he get advantage because of the flanking, or was that something special that Grelda has?
You know what? No. I would say you are flanking with Grelda, so you would get advantage.
Thank you, Jesus. You know what?
Good call, Lars. I didn't actually think of that, but I would say he is flanking with Grelda. Bless you.
I'm screwing this nail up.
Is that a 20?
It's a 20.
Holy shit!
That is.
I'm tarted now.
I would say that's twice today. You guys have
No.
fucking
No.
done
No, you're not turning. You're still the bird.
I need to roll a 20, like,
You're not the man.
before I
You're the
unpolymorph.
man. You're the bird.
That's real.
that. All
You're
right.
the bird.
It says max damage.
All right.
All right.
So that's 1d6 plus 5.
All right. So you on a crit, you would roll whatever your rolling damage is twice. You max both of those dies. So if it's 1d6, that would be you get 12, and then whatever your modifiers are after that.
All right, so 12 plus 5.
12 plus 5?
17.
All right. All right, go ahead for your next one.
Okay, I was going to say, on the first claw, and we're rolling this die again. That was substantially less whelming.
Yeah, that's much less.
That was, if memory serves, an 11. Yeah, that's an 11.
Okay, so
You
that one
have done
doesn't.
that too, right? Or
Yeah, you do.
Oh, motherfucker. That... Better. Okay, yeah. Thank you for the reminder. 22.
That hits as well.
Um, 10 damage.
10 damage?
How do you want to do this?
No.
Damn.
So what I'll actually say is you like fly up and land, and you kind of give it like the knife hand, and you manage to like knife hand it right in between a couple of its scales. Since it's a young dragon, they're still growing together, so they haven't completely linked like older dragons do. So you get one claw in there and you dig inside of it, and you actually use that to lift it up, and then get your other one in there as well. You kind of like wedge both your claws like deep in it, like under its skin. All right, is there anything else you would like to do?
You know, give me a moment. Oh yeah, no, I got key points for days. I'm going to use another one, or I'm going to use a key point to do all that over again.
All right, to do the ka-claw.
Yeah, and you know what? This time where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, things are falling. All right, we're bringing out the nice dice.
Oh shit, shit's getting real.
Yeah,
It's getting real.
real bad roll. Yeah, no, with advantage. So that 8 versus 10. Fantastic. We're gonna take the 10, and that was like 18.
That does not hit.
Bomber.
Ooh,
All
so
right.
we need a 19 to hit. It's verified.
Trying again. Thank God, that's another one. That die is not going well for me. Thank you. Advantage 17 plus 8. So yeah, 25
That hits.
damage. So 11 damage.
All right. That's the first one, right? You get the second one?
No, the first one I missed.
That's right. All right. So as you pull your claws back out, you try the same thing again in the same spot, and the dragon turns a little bit, so your first one kind of glances off one of its scales, and then you just shake your head at it and find another open spot and dig your claw in pretty far. Come back with bits of gore and blood on your hand. All right, it is the dragon's turn. All right, it kind of looks around, lets out a low growl, and actually takes off, and initially flies 30 feet in the air. So Grelda, Icky, and Sanishi would all get opportunity attacks if you so wish, because it's leaving your melee range.
Absolutely taking that.
Fuck yeah.
Icky, I'll have you take yours first.
All right. No, that's nothing. That's 17.
17? Okay, that misses. We'll do Grelda next.
$17 as well.
Okay, and then Sanishi.
and that was with advantage, both of you guys?
Just do
Or like,
you
yeah,
attack of opportunity to get advantage.
isn't it an attack roll?
That's true. VM.
I think so. Let me double check really quick. Let me just check on the verbiage for opportunity attack. One melee attack. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I will
Let me just verify.
roll the advantage and shake my head because that's 2 less.
All right,
Thank
then.
Thanks for picking.
That one was better.
What was
27.
27. Okay, that hits. So you go ahead and roll for damage, and then Sanishi, go ahead and roll.
10 damage.
10 damage? All right. Sanishi.
Okay. And as a huge monster, I'm a 15 by 15 cube.
Yes.
Okay. Just double checking. And Ooh. That would be 26.
26. That hits as well. All right, you go ahead and roll damage. Hey, Drag.
Nate says so.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Joe says hi. Laura says hi. Laura, that guy right there.
That guy, the head.
He's gonna make it.
The floating head.
Yeah. And we each have one.
Yeah, he made it for everybody. Check it out.
So this is made out of tarnished wood?
I didn't make the mug. I just made the coaster.
Shut up. You made the mug, Lars.
Let me make him up.
You whittled it. With your own 2 damn hands.
That's really cool.
19.
I'm going to have some little toothpicks in my ticket.
That's cool. That's cool. Good night, buddy. I know you did.
29.
Good night. Love
What was
you.
that?
Night.
No.
Oh, good. Well, I am in the middle of it.
All right, what'd you get, Sanishi?
29 damage.
What'd you roll to hit?
75.
Oh!
She had like a 26 or something, right?
Yeah,
She rolled a 16.
A
So it's
16
like-
to hit?
No, she rolled a 16. I think
We already
it's
established that she hit with a 26.
Okay. I did not hear that part of it. Okay, and then you did 26 damage?
Yes.
Oh, good
Was it
lord.
26 or 29?
I hate you guys. All right, so Icky and Icky and Sanishi both managed to like dig into it as it's flying up and just pull off pieces of its flesh, and it's bleeding profusely as it raises itself up. It goes about 50 feet in the air and hovers and looks down at everybody, and just like you can see its lips curling up in a growl. All of its rows of long, sharp teeth are bared, and it looks down at everybody. I will make sure you pay for all of this. I will see you all again. And he takes off towards the opening in the roof. He flies. The roof is 100 feet. He flies 80 up, uses his dash to fly 20 more, makes it outside, and then takes off.
Damn.
As he's doing that, I am going to call him a pansy, excuse me, in Mammoth trumpet speak.
Duly,
You can call
duly
whatever you
noted.
want. You're back downstairs.
So what do you get for well, I guess never mind.
What?
How for a dash, can you take like how much of your movement is it?
You use your action to move your speed again.
Okay.
His flying speed is 80.
So he just went 150 feet in one round?
170. 160. I'm sorry. 80 and 80. Yep.
Yeah, I am slower than that.
How much slower?
My flying speed is 75. So
Wait, hold on. In order,
I can make it 150 feet.
hold on. In initiative, I go before Icky.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I dash over to Icky.
Hold on. Is Geisen going to do anything?
Damn it.
Oh, is it
Geisen's
mine?
next.
I mean, doesn't really seem like there's anything left to do. I'll just cross the bridge if I can. Well, I guess I can use my dash or whatever. I'll just join it.
Can you ready a spell to turn me into a pterodactyl once I... Don't go.
Okay, is that it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I was hoping you're gonna like make them extra large or make them extra crispy or something. But anyway,
Crispy.
I will run over to Icky. How far do I get?
5, 10, 15. Oh, wait, actually, sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I will cast. Where'd it go? Longstrider on him. Give him an additional 10 movement. That's my move and my action. Bonus action, I really can't do much more than I say, good luck.
Remember to perch so you don't drop.
Kill it. That concludes my turn.
It's Sanishi, Grelda, then Icky.
Does Grelda have anything to throw him?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of trumpet, stomp around a bit, continue calling dragon names in Mammoth.
Then it would be Icky's turn. Yes, the Mammoth does not technically have a language.
Yeah, I saw that, but you know what? Fuck that. Mammoth's talking. There's some.
Fuck Wizards of the Coast and their rules is written.
It made some bardic noises.
It's used its trumpet and did the song of the fuck you.
Yeah. So it moved out like 150 feet.
You wouldn't know. You saw it fly up and out.
Okay. Well, I will beeline to go out.
All right, so 85. So you used 85.
Hmm.
That leaves you 15 short, so then you would have to use your dash. So
Yes.
that would put you 20 to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So that would give you 65 move once you get up there. So you fly straight up out into the night sky, and as you crest the top, you can see the dragon flying away to the northwest. Yep.
All right. I will. I will give chase.
With you would be able to catch up with it.
And then I will use a key point.
Okay.
Can I use a key point to?
You used your movement. What is key points? Let me just double check. I just want
you can spend key points to fuel key features. There's no real restriction for how many I can use in a turn.
There's not a restriction on how many key points you can use in a turn. Most of your key points trigger things that take bonus actions to do. Your flurry of blows can only be done after you take an attack action on your turn. It says after you take an attack action, you can spend a key point to make 200 strikes as a bonus action.
Okay.
You can take patient defense as a bonus action. You can do step of the wind as a bonus action, but you wouldn't be able to do the flurry of blows because that requires an attack action first.
So do I have key fueled attack now?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. What can trying to find an excuse to use a key point.
Just because I follow this.
Shit. Like, looking at this...
Do you have one that would give you more movement?
Patient defense. You have patient defense, which gives you the dodge action.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have step of the wind, which lets you take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So you could have dashed as a bonus and then had a regular attack left, right?
Yeah, you could use that for your dash.
Yes. You could have used, you could have key point step of the wind as a dash action for your bonus action, and then by the time you caught up with it, you still have your main action.
Oh, okay.
You can do that.
All right. So I'm checking that first key point off now. All right. So we're going to go with the initial attack action.
All right. So you used your key point. All right, and then go ahead and click claw.
So that should take me to 3 of 7 used. Hawk. I would act. Can I use one of the cards right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to use Face Me. Advantage on one enemy until somebody else hits it.
That makes perfect sense at this point.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll let you use that after you already rolled. All right,
thank you. You're a good and merciful DM, which makes you terrible. But that's all right because I rolled the same thing.
All right. So you fly up. So it's flying away from you, and it doesn't it's not paying attention. You come up and you strike it on the back, and you manage to, because you're both moving, you hit one of its scales, and you don't hurt it. But then you see its head jerk back and look at you as you take your second of your claws.
Second claw. You know what? Since there's advantage, let's roll again to see if we get better than that. But we don't. So that'll be 24.
That hits.
All right. So 7 damage.
Okay.
How do you want to do this?
No. You do. As it looks back at you, you hit it with your first one, and then you manage to hit it with your second one, and you take off 3 or 4 scales. They come flying off as your claws rake into its skin, and it lets out a deep animal cry that you can just hear echoing.
Mm-hmm.
And its wings falter a little bit as it's going forward.
So I'm going to use another key point then, seeing as I've used an attack action and can now. All right. So I can use another key point to use a Fury of Blows at this point. Question regarding key fueled attack.
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
You used a key point to do Step of the Wind, which gave you a dash action as a bonus action. Flurry of Blows allows you to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. You already used your bonus action.
Okay, well, all right. So in that case,
yes,
removing that key point. Returning to my question on key fueled attack that I have now.
Mm-hmm.
If you spend 1 key point or more as a part of your action on your turn, you can make 1 attack with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon as a bonus action. Never mind. Carry on. I don't suppose I can leave my claw stuck in it to kind of hitch a ride until my turn comes around again.
I don't think it works that way.
Damn it! Okay.
That seems much less useful than I originally thought it did.
Yeah, the key fueled attack, because
all your Flurry of Blows, Patient Defense, and Step of the Wind require your bonus action to work. So you can use them, you get your key fueled attack, but you don't have your bonus action to make that extra attack.
So what it's good for is using in conjunction with Quickened Healing, because that's used as an action.
Okay.
You can spend key points to regain, and now I will quote D&D Beyond here. As an action, you can spend 2 key points to regain scale value. No level scale data available. Plus 3 hit points.
Coding is hard.
It is.
I love D&D Beyond, even if they fuck up sometimes.
Yeah, like taking a look at I think that's the only key point
I wonder, as you level up, I'm guessing. I would have to look. Some of the key features might not take them as.
There's something else I may. Oh fuck. So something else that I got with this is Stunning Strike. When you hit with a melee attack, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of your next turn if it fails a con saving throw. Can I do that?
Yeah.
All right.
I think you haven't used that. Like, you haven't used that in a long time, so I'm not surprised that you kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Hey.
So mark off a key point, and it's a Constitution saving throw.
Yep, a DC 13.
It's just a shot in the dark. Come on, buddy.
Saving throw, Constitution. Okay.
Come on. Natural 1.
16 plus 9, 25.
Okay.
You can't be surprised that a red dragon has a high saving throw.
You can do it. Come on. Keep going.
That's it.
That's all I can do.
I am now completely spent. There's nothing else I can do.
How long does the long strider last, though?
The long strider lasts an hour.
So you can match its speed, so you can keep following it, right? If you want to.
You can.
You can. All right, so it is the dragon's turn now.
It's your call, man.
Oh, do it. Go. Well, it's the dragon's turn now. So what am I gonna do?
Probably get dead because Tarnish.
You're out with my turn.
Going, oh, please let him live. What have I done?
All right. So it turns and like it kind of like rolls on its back as its wings full, like it's doing a backstroke, and it opens its jaws at you, and just a stream of fire comes out in a cone, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Did anyone remember to fireproof the bird?
You know what? The answer is fuck you, buddy. It's fuck you. Because I rolled an 18.
Oh,
or 19.
A 19?
So,
I'm not gonna tell you by how much, but you barely made that saving throw. But you did make that saving throw. You didn't make it by much, but you did make it. That means you take half damage.
Oh. Suddenly the extra crispy joke doesn't seem as funny anymore.
All the more funny now. Because when we finally get that to him and he's extra crispy, I'm going to say, well, shit, I didn't think you were serious.
All right, 56. Half of 56 is 28.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Okay, so you do manage, like you do. So like you're flying after it, and it's dark, and this is like as you remembered when you were walking up to the mountain, it is just like almost like a Mordor kind of like desolation. As it goes further out, the crops start to come back up, but you're still like, it's just dirt and like dust in the air. So it turns around and it blazes its fire at you in this dark night, and you tuck your wings and you do a barrel roll like out of the way. It does manage to catch part of you, and it does 26 damage to you. There's no like lasting fire, so your barrel roll actually, like the flames pop up on your feathers, but the speed of your barrel roll kind of puts them out. And it does 26, so it takes you down to 31.
And do you have a key point to like do anything for that defense wise?
Not for that.
Oh.
Even your patient defense just makes attacks against you have disadvantage. And it is, so that was its action. So it is going to fly away from you. 80 feet away from you.
Attack of opportunity.
You're not wrong.
Come on. Sean, are we even close? Does it look like this thing is dying?
You're not there.
Does he think it looks like it's
Roll
dying?
your attack of opportunity.
Rolling it. 19.
19?
19.
That's what you
19
need to hit.
hits.
That's what you need to hit.
How do you want to do this?
Roll damage.
11.
You weren't supposed to fucking kill it. How do you want to kill it? How would you like to do it?
You're the bird, man. You are the bird. I gotta go find the mic so I can drop it.
Holy shit. After you flew after, I'll be honest, after you flew after it, alright, how would you like to end this young dragon's life?
I'd like to wrap myself around its throat and then and dig in.
All right. So what happens is it rolls on its back. It lets out the fire. You kind of barrel roll out of the fire, but instead of barrel rolling to the side, you kind of barrel roll like kitty corner, like forward. So you're spinning like a torpedo. And as soon as the fire lets up, there is just this like smoking bird that's like spinning towards it, and then you stop your spin and your wings fly out just as you grab around its long neck, and your thumb claws like dig in and you pull it open, and then you see the eyes just go wide and the wings stop moving, and as you let go, it just begins to tumble down to the ground, and it hits in a huge cloud of dust, and you can hear the rumble from its size as it hits the ground.
Do we hear the rumble?
You hear something. You don't know what it is, but you hear a very loud noise.
The corridor and nobody's around to hear it.
Doesn't count.
Make it.
Yeah, he was supposed to get away.
No, he was not. No.
The general idea was he was supposed to get away. All right.
Now you guys now you know how I almost felt with that fucking doll. So I haven't Sean and Lars and Jill know this, but the doll in the haunt encounter, you left it with 1 hit point.
Oh. When I attacked it with my offhand, I was that close, and then it gutted me.
And so I was like in a similar spot. It's like, well, the doll might not make it out. But now I've killed Sean's doll. So,
hey, the dice god doeth as he will. That is not how I expected the encounter to go. All right.
And you're never going again. It's kind of off for me.
Again.
All right. I'm sorry, Lars. What was that?
Just killing a big dragon seems like, kind of a milestone kind of thing.
Kind of does.
Yeah, right. It was a milestone for Icky.
Think about it. We're not going to have the opportunity to kill someone who's older anymore, so we kind of do it now.
We killed something.
No. This is a little more than that, Sean. This is something.
All right,
to have later.
So Icky watches the dragon fall,
and kind of exhaustedly, because
that took off almost half your hit points.
Yes, it did.
Holy shit! Yeah, you are really. Oh man, I'm sorry. If you wouldn't have made the saving throw, it would have left you with 1 hit point.
I thought it would have killed me because on my character sheet, I have me as having 57 hit points.
Yeah, you have 57. I rolled a 56.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
no, it was scary, and I was like, I was actually because I was noodling. Like, if it weren't for that attack of opportunity, I was like, so do I keep giving chase? Because character-wise, probably, but logically, I was like, man, this thing will probably kill me if I
was going to be honest. when you gave it chase, I was looking at its like its fire breath and its actions. I'm wondering if Icky's gonna survive this, but the dice gods were on your side, man.
Tonight, that's like this gave them enough sacrifice, dying, so many times. So about how far back to the mouth of the volcano is it?
You're about 65 feet away.
And were I to head back, I assume I would be able to have a pretty good idea to like lead the party back to this corpse later on.
Oh yeah, and like I said, it's very desolate. There's not a whole lot of vegetation, so there is a large red dragon kind of laying in the middle of just ash. So there's not a whole lot that could obstruct it.
Okay. In that case, I'll make my way back to the volcano and go back to the party and just kind of like give a 80s fist pump.
Tarnan was no crap on his knees praying to his patron, and when you land, he jumps up and gives you a hug and says, "Thank you for not dying," and heals you immediately.
Trumpets of like joy.
I'm just
So
like,
Sadishi's like stomping her hooves.
like
And Geisen uses prestidigitation to clean all your feathers after the sipping.
Well, thank you. That was. Oh.
That was.
So we-
Hold on, guys. I need about 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay, with that 15. Okay, Icky, and that to your character.
44.
I'm gonna exit out of the combat tracker since the dragon's dead.
Yeah, and it didn't escape. It's dead.
Dead. All right, so yeah, y'all.
I'm just imagining a different campaign where all of our characters are Aarakocras, and we just all fly everywhere where we want to
Oh,
go.
that would be amazing. That would be
Honestly-
frustrating as hell as a DM.
Oh no! At that point, I would probably say something like Aarakocras are not that common. So, because hey, as a DM, a whole different layer of planning has to go into this if one of the player PCs has flying, because it changes the dynamics of a lot of stuff, especially like the pre-made encounters. I have to completely add like, oh yeah, this changes everything.
Yep.
And all because I drunkenly was like, I'm gonna be bird person when we started doing this.
Basically, yeah.
You're so hot.
All right, so Icky gets 15 points of healing. He is back down. There is still a mammoth.
Yeah. Kind of mammoth around a little bit here.
Geisen figures that Sanishi's probably really enjoying this, so he lets her stay as a mammoth for a little longer.
Because I can't, like, I'm pretty much stuck on this island, aren't I?
Yep.
Yeah, much.
Yes. I mean, you can absolutely try to go over a bridge if you really wanted to.
I mean, it looks like there's.
Well, while we're here, so Geisen looks around. Is there anything of note?
You don't see anything of note on the little island you're on. On the northwest and the northeast corners, you do see that there's tunnels that seem to go to extra rooms.
I go try to enlarge the size of the tunnels.
I mean, you can certainly try. If you want to try and wedge yourself into there, you are absolutely within your rights as a mammoth to try and do that.
So, like to the top left, it's hard to tell. Is that continuation of the island?
It's on the same level as the island, but instead of the smooth stone, it kind of goes into more of the rock, the dirt and rock floor that you've experienced throughout the rest of the cave system. It seems like the part you're standing on was polished and the dragon symbol was drawn, etched into the stone. And it seems like a lot of care was taken with this area. And then once you get out into that area, it was just kind of like that's what the floor has been like throughout the rest of the system.
Tarnan changes the eyes to be X'd out.
All right. With your daggers?
Huh?
With your daggers, you're going to etch into
Sure.
the stone?
Yep.
Okay.
Mammoth.
And then he draws a little tongue hanging out the side, like.
Mammoth starts rolling on the ground laughing. Mammoth
Give me a performance check on your etching.
Holy shit. Natural 20? 24.
Even though this depiction of a dragon is, I mean, it's pretty good, especially considering you know that Kobold's made it. It's not lifelike, but Tarnan gets down on his hands and knees and managed to etch a very like a almost realistic tongue on this cartoony dragon. So it actually stands out even more because it is so much better than the quality of what is down there.
And then in Draconic, I write out Icky was here. So it's got Icky's name, and then the Draconic words was here.
All right, I will say that whole thing probably takes you a good 15-20 minutes.
All right.
Because you're etching into stone, you're not like writing in chalk. So this is probably a good 20 minutes.
15. What's the 15-minute version?
All right, so while Tarnan is on his hands and knees defacing the floor, what is everybody else doing?
I would walk like carefully up to where I can kind of see down the top left part, the northwest part.
All right.
Gerald, go with him.
Let me see. This opens into a small chamber that looks to be an office of sorts. Sitting atop a small child-sized desk are piles of neatly stacked coins. At its center is a what must be fireproof ledger with scrawling on it. Across from the desk is a small alcove that you see an iron safe. And in the southwest corner, you see a large pool of churning, bubbling water that looks almost like translucent lava. It is absolutely not like the lava that was in the chamber you were just in.
I'm feeling we're going to want to use that doubling the money card. Geisen like kind of relays some of this back and asks, does somebody, not me, want to come with in case there's something in here?
Yeah, just a second. I'm almost done.
And then
Fuck it.
I look to Kanishi to see how she's doing.
Oh, she looks like she's having a grand old time.
She's still having time.
rolled on my back, laughing.
A mammoth on its back with all four of its legs up in the air, just.
Until Tarnan's done, I'll leave her as the mammoth.
Okay.
I'll go with. I mean, how long has it been? It's only been like 5 minutes. I'm only 5 minutes into my drawing then.
Yeah, so Geisen, you can wait 10 minutes for Tarnan to finish, or you can go into the room by yourself.
I should probably wait.
Icky will go.
Icky will go with you?
Yeah,
All right,
and
then.
Brother will too.
Okay. I'd like to go check out the ledger on the desk.
All right, what languages do you read?
Elvish, Gnomish, Halfling.
It is written in a language you do not understand.
Then I'll cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
Nice.
Then as
Ritual, so I might as well do that while we're waiting for Tarnan.
Perfect. That
you
means
will
I'm
get done with the ritual right about the time Tarnan is done with his carving. All right, so as you get done, Tarnan walks into the room just as you finish the incantation of the spell, and all of the words on the ledger kind of come into place, and you see that it is annotation of the treasures they got from Whistledown. There's the dates, and they correspond to what you had been told about when the visits happened, and then the amount of gold, silver, different kind of jewels, family heirlooms, basically everything they got. And at the top of each page is written Tucker Thrank's bounty. Or no, I'm sorry, Tucker Thrank's hoard.
Was the dragon named Tucker Thranks? Not a very fearsome name for a dragon.
That's why he was so bug.
Tucker Franks? Could you spell it?
I can.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Tucker, Tucker. Bless you. Thranx. Tucker Thranks.
Thank you.
Hmm?
And then as I finish the spell and I look over and see Tarnan walk in, I would end the concentration on the Mammoth.
All right.
Okay.
All right. And then in addition to that, you do see. There we go. There's Sanishi on her leg. She comes back to herself as she's laying on her back, the half orc, and her arms and legs are up in the air in her like full plate armor, like a turtle.
I can't help.
So as you're flipping through the ledger, it's a large ledger, but there's only a few pages that are filled. There's the ones that talk about the treasure gotten from Whistledown, and then once you start flipping back to the very beginning, there is a header that says Red Claw Ale, and then what seems to be a list of ingredients. You see things like ale, barley, hops, anise, along with Urfa and ambergris, and then after those is a couple of blank lines, and then it says along with 1 cup per barrel of, in quotes, liquid from the Western Pool.
Oh, so this magma crap is in there. That's interesting.
I will say you also, especially once people start to make their way in, the bubbling pool of liquid is something you've seen before. This looks exactly like the same type of liquid. What was that?
Angry water.
Angry water. It's the same type of liquid. The way it was bubbling, the light, just the way it looks is the same as was underneath the glassworks in that kind of basement that was used to summon the sin spawn out of it. It has that same look to it.
Just for safekeeping, I ripped those pages out that have been written on so I can keep them.
Okay.
Well, I guess how big is the ledger? It's
the size of what you would consider like a normal book. It's not oversized, especially because there were kobolds writing in it.
Okay, then I'll just take the whole book then.
Okay.
Before you put that away, do you mind if I make a copy of it, just so that we have a copy of it that we can leave with the villagers? Not of the whole book, but of that recipe.
Yeah, go for it.
And I know Grelda would want to take a look at it, just since it's brewing recipes. And Grelda would notice that everything in it, except for that cup of water, is normal ingredients, if possibly a little odd for brewing ale. The anise has a black licorice taste to it. The Urfa has a kind of a cinnamony garlic flavor to it. As she reads it, she looks down at it, she reads it, and you can just hear her muttering to herself, "Who would ever put these fucking things together? This must taste like shit." And then she hands it off to Tarnan to make a copy of it.
I just make a copy of the the main recipe with the paper that's lying around. And
Geisen suggests to Tarnan, should we use one of the paper birds and put the recipe on it and send that to the village ahead of us?
brilliant idea. Is the paper bird going to make it there? I don't remember how they work.
Who actually has the paper birds?
I think I have them because they're
You
in
have
my.
them? All right, let me see what the speed on those bad boys is. Parchment bird.
Doesn't say on mine.
Bird travels within 5 feet. Oh wow, it doesn't say. In that case, I will say it's going to travel. Fuck it. 80 feet a turn. 80 foot speed. So it actually goes faster than Icky. Boom.
It's faster than Icky? Yeah.
Yes. DM
And it doesn't
drop
get higher?
No, it goes until it's 5 feet from its target, and then it stops.
So we probably. Well, I asked Grelda who should we send it to, but I'm assuming it's going to be that guy that we talked to.
Yes,
Okay.
it would be Calric Fizenthroth. And she would write the name on it for you.
Okay. And then I'll write a little more to it. We found this in here alongside the dragon. The dragon's done. All the treasure is here for the people to come back and get. We'll come back as soon as we can. Anyone else want to put anything more before we go? Before we let it go?
Grelda would ask. This is the recipe. This is the recipe, but we need to get. Since it requires a couple of the fucking angry water, we got to get that back to them as well. Send the recipe. It's a good idea, but we need to make sure we bring some of this water back.
I'm just trying to think of how we can actually.
Mage hand a vial of angry water? Because Rolla carries vials.
Mage hand would not go far enough. Mage hand is like 100 feet at most.
90 feet.
Or no, to scoop it up though into a vial.
Oh yeah, you could absolutely use the mage hand to fill a vial, but you could not use the parchment bird to take a vial.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We take the vial back with us.
Because you already have a wine skin of the finished brew. So yeah, you could take a vial of the water as well.
Does anyone else have vials, or should I just use one of mine?
You don't notice any vials around.
I was asking the group. Tarnan was asking the party.
I don't know.
Double checking.
I think you're the only one who has vials.
And that's not weird at all. Okay.
Have a water skin.
Okay. I will use my mage hand to collect one vial of it, and then wipe the outside off with something that I can toss away. Is there like a rag? Or even an older piece of parchment that I don't need anymore?
You can figure out something.
Okay. Tuck that safely away.
Okay.
Do we get the same vibe off this water that we did the angry water?
Yes. From all appearances, it seems to be the exact same kind of bubbling pool as you saw before. Icky, it'd be the same kind of bubbling pool you saw.
Yeah.
Icky would try to see if he can tell anything magical about the pool or anything.
Give me an Arcana check.
I can just
20.
detect magic.
You can't tell anything about the water itself, but what you can tell is the carvings in the pool itself. Like, this is just not a naturally forming pool. The basin it's in, even though it's large, it is man-made. And you do notice that all of the carvings inside are the same as the carvings that you've seen previously. But you don't notice anything magical about the water itself.
Do the carvings seem like they're magical? Like, are they causing the pool to be angry water?
It doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's almost writing of some kind.
With my
they kind of remind you of. Do you remember the room with all the floating stuff that you lassoed?
Yes.
The energy that kind of coalesced into. It seemed like it coalesced into symbols and ruins. It seems along those same lines, and you do remember that because that was something that kind of stuck in your head, Geisen, especially because it was things that you hadn't seen before.
The carvings, the markings, do they look like any kind of language with my comprehend languages going?
That goes for 10 minutes, right?
An hour.
An hour? Alright. Talk amongst yourselves. Gives me just a second. I need to double check on something.
So what do you think, Lieutenant?
Mammoth.
So, what do you guys think? Should we bring some of this money back to the town? Should we leave it here? Do we have any way to tell what money is theirs and what is not?
We got a ledger, right? What's it say in the ledger? Let's take whatever the ledger doesn't say is theirs.
Well, the town has to get rebuilt. They went through a lot. Shouldn't this all just and the dragon said that they were focusing on the town, so shouldn't everything go to the town, Grelda? Asking Grelda?
I don't know what she would say at this point. I think right now she would be more focused on getting the cure. Forget the money. It's the people that matter to her.
Grelda wouldn't give two shits about the money. I can tell you that. She would care more about making sure that Whistledown was safe, and then if you guys wanted the money, she would be fine with coming back. But that would be her.
She'd probably update us that we have about 25 minutes or 35 minutes, whatever it is, before that 90 minutes is up, and she wants to have someone heading out full speed.
So Lars, you do. I wouldn't say it is in pictograms. So I would consider it a kind of language. It's more like small phrases and sets of words. You do see Lord Kurzog. You see something that mentions the 7 Runelords. You see something that mentions Zinjlast. And you do see something that mentions... Ah, crap. Sorry, gotta make sure I got the word right. Because I don't want to give you wrong words, because then I'll have to correct it later. All the notes are fun.
Icky, how you doing? Saying all that over there.
It's discomforting. I feel okay. I don't really want to get any closer to that stuff, though.
Hey, I was Mammoth.
You are a wonderful mammoth, Sanishi. Best mammoth I've ever seen.
I know,
You're
right?
not always a mammoth out there? You're not always a mammoth in battle?
You do also see something that talks about the 7 wizards of Thassalon. And the Thessalonian Empire. It's not so much like a continuous sentence. It just seemed to be, smaller sets of pictograms, that words or quick phrases that don't seem to correspond to like a continuous thought.
And can you remind me? I feel like we found a book. I don't know if just Tarnin had it in his discussion with the mob people, or did we all see there was some book or some mention of I think it was 7 Runelords. I don't know. Is this something? Does this like seem familiar?
You did. I know you know about Kurzog. Was a Ruin Lord, and I think one of the books you got did mention the Thessalonian Empire, which you had known was like it would be comparable to like the ancient Greeks. Like it was thousands of years ago, an empire that used to rule this entire land, but it has since died out.
Oh, I think it was that book that we were like traveling through the forest or something. And
Yes, the one you got from the fort that you did drop off.
And we got the idea that like these people were trying to use the books to figure out how to get the
Whoever was writing the books was trying to figure out a way to get 3 of 5 objects together, and they had the thought that this would grant them immortality. And the person writing mentioned that they were working for Lord Kurzog.
Okay. All right. So the seven Runelords specifically wouldn't really ring any bells, but just kind of in general.
Like Ruin Lord, yes. 7 Ruin Lords, no.
Okay.
But the fact that we've been running into this 7-pointed star all over the place, maybe there's a correlation there, guys.
Well, and the 7 wizards of the Thessalonian Empire, I don't know, do I get the feeling that those are the same as the Runelords, or they're different, or I can't tell that from the images or whatever?
You can't tell that, but I will say your spidey sense is tingling.
Okay, well, I relay the things that I saw to them. Oh, what was the other? Okay, there was the 7 wizards, the 7 Runelords, Kurzog, and there was something else you mentioned.
Just talking about the, I think it was just like the glory of the Thessalonian Empire in general.
I thought there was some other name.
Tucker Thranks was on the ledger.
Yeah,
No.
not on the pool. I know.
I could swear you mentioned some other name that I didn't really. I couldn't remember what it was.
I know I mentioned Kurzog.
Mm-hmm.
Thessalonian. I don't think I mentioned anything other than like Thessalonian and Kurzog.
I could swear you did, but maybe I'm remembering wrong.
That was the cat knocking something out.
When this is done, we can go back and watch it.
Good night,
and
Drake.
you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I do not recall mentioning anything other than those.
Okay.
Yep, the 7 Runelords, Thassalon, Zinzalast was mentioned.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which you had heard before.
And what is that?
You saw that mentioned on the lower levels of Thistletop as the golden city of Zinzalast.
Okay, cool. Thanks. So I relay this information, and then I guess I suggest, should we go look at the other side before our time is up?
Is there anything else worth taking here? You know, how much coin can we grab and take with us? I mean, if we got to give it back to the village later, fantastic. But leaving it here to have to come back to it is dumb.
Do you want to grab it?
Yes.
Like, how much do we find, especially if we use our special doubling?
Are you using your special card?
I don't see why not. What do you guys think?
All right. If you're using your special card, in that case, between the gold and the jewels, what they gathered from Whistledown comes to right about 10,000 gold.
When we use the card?
With the card, it's
With
10,000?
the card, it's about 10,000 gold.
Okay. So it's safe to say that 5,000 we can go right back to Thistledown, and we could just pocket the other 5.
We'll see. I don't know. No.
Mammoth agrees.
And that's
the fighter formerly known as Mammoth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not like too much for us to carry or anything.
No, I've never. Gold doesn't count against your weight. I don't want to. Yeah.
Okay. And then before we leave, I just take one last look at the desk to see am I missing anything interesting at the desk.
Give me an investigation check.
I'll throw up detect magic.
So-
What was that? I'm sorry.
I turn
No,
and throw
okay.
up detect magic.
You did detect magic, and what did you roll? Or what did Tarnan roll? Or I'm sorry, what did Geisen roll?
25.
25. All right. You don't notice anything else on the desk. Detect magic. You do get a ping from inside the safe across the room.
And
Oh,
from the
say-
bird, because that kill was magical. But anyway, give me just a minute, guys.
You're a safe
Oh.
guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the safe,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna stand back 5 feet and let my mage hand open the door. Picky pock, picky pock.
All right. Then I need a lockpicking check with your thieves' tools, which is a dexterity check plus your proficiency modifier.
Roger, Roger. 25.
Actually, I forgot. D&D Beyond actually added lockpick is D20 plus 11.
Yeah, 25.
25? All right, so with relative ease, you manage to pick the lock, and the safe just kind of pops open. And as you
I
open
let the mage hand open it.
As you open the door and look inside, you see Red Claw labels that go on all the beer bottles. There's a very large stack, a pre-made stack of them. You find a piece of paper that contains a second copy of the ingredients for Red Claw liquor. And you do find a large red, a long red robe.
That second copy of the ingredients, so now it's a third copy, but whatever. I hand that to Grelda and say, just in case something weird happens, we now got 3 ways to get it to these people. And if you would put that in our inventory, that'd be fantastic. Or whatever.
Does Geisen sense anything magical about the robe, or is that something I have to like cast a spell to do?
I believe detect magic is still up.
Yep.
And yes, the rogue does come back as magical.
I hand
You
the
are,
robe
you are
to
getting a
Dyson,
direct ping from that.
that this is definitely magical, and I tell them what school it is.
This seems
Enchantment?
school.
I'm trying to think of what school that would be. That would be. Alright, now we need to double check. That would be. Enchantment. School of Enchantment.
As I think the only robe-wearing character, Geisen would be interested in this robe.
Let me see. It is a long red robe. The hem of the you can see this just by holding it up. The hem of the robe glimmers with slowly shifting embers.
Ooh, that's really pretty.
I don't think
Grelda notes. Other. Grelda got 1. Ingredient. All right, I added that for Grelda.
Thank you.
All right.
Geiston asked Tarnan if he can have the robe.
Yeah, by all means. But please, before you put it on, get it identified or figure out what it does.
Yeah, don't worry. I won't put it on right away. I just I'll check it out when we have some downtime on the boat.
We had downtime. Totally missed that.
All right, so we go and check out the eastern alcove.
Sounds good.
Yeah. It's a really good thing we got.
All right. As you head across and check the eastern alcove, the only thing that is inside of it is another large, bubbling, churning area of water. The same as the western alcove. Seems to be a second one.
So the recipe we took specifically called for water from the western pool.
Yes,
correct?
it said western, yes.
Got to make you think there's something different about this one.
Detect
Like-
magic is still up.
like-
Right? Anything different?
Getting closer than 10 feet to this thing.
It gives you the same ping as the western water did. So yes, it does set off your detect magic. And it would be I wanna say conjuration is what it sets off.
Do we see the same sets of runes in this pool as we did in the previous?
Yes. You do also notice that the general level of the water in this bubbling pool is higher than the other one.
But that's all that's in this.
That's
area.
it. It opens up, like it kind of opens up into that set of water, and that's it. There's no other furniture. There's nothing else that grabs your interest in this side.
Should we check out the southeast then before we leave?
What did you say?
Should we check out the southeast area?
Yeah.
before we
I'm
leave?
sorry. For some reason, it came across my my mic or my speaker as selfies.
Check out the selfies. All right. So as you head down there, you see another. There we go. Another 20-foot high distillery tank.
Spending just a couple of minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. Is there something that would stand out as an easy way to damage this in a way that would make it non-functional, or cause it to fall into the lava, or cause it to melt, or something?
Give me an investigation check.
I Captain.
I'll help them.
How about you roll and I'll take my.
Is anybody else? Okay, so one thing to be able to help somebody with a roll. From now on, you're gonna have to be proficient in that roll, proficient in that skill. So like,
Okay.
I'm just like Sanishi can't help with an Arcana check because I'm just not proficient in it. That doesn't make any sense. So I am totally okay with anybody helping anybody else, but the person helping has to be proficient in that role. So I know
To make it.
And I am.
you are, and then I know is anybody else proficient in investigation?
Nope.
All right. So Lars, you can make the roll with a +8.
Yep,
As
26.
26.
Yeah, we'll go with his 26. the hell out of it.
do notice that the distillery is using the lava underneath it to heat it, to create the pressure and everything like that. And you do, as Geisen is kind of looking around, he does finally see like a pressure relief valve, and he kind of figures that if he destroys that the pressure will eventually build up to the point that it'll explode.
And he shares this information?
Yep.
Fantastic. If we're done with this room, I say we jam that and destroy it and let the thing explode.
Well, we've run across a few of these on the way here, haven't we?
Yes.
Right, but this one we can do and not have to worry about if the people want to come back to get their stuff. The other ones, I don't know. We can destroy them all as far as I'm concerned, and they can just deal with the fact that they only got their coin back.
Honestly,
Well, we have all the coin though, don't we?
Right. We have the coin.
with these pools here, I think this whole place is better off destroyed.
Yeah, I don't think we want people coming in to Anger Water.
You're absolutely right.
We'll just put up a sign.
No
Anger
signs.
water, stay away.
Angry
Let's blow
Water.
this whole place up to the best of our abilities, starting by making these distilleries a bomb.
You can pretty easily go to the, there were 3, this is the 3rd one, so there's 2 other ones. And you do remember the path to them pretty easily, so within 5 minutes you can get to both of the other 2 and do the same thing.
Okay. To the north of where the dragon was at, was there a continuation past those pillars, or those pillars just holding up like a little alcove, or what?
It was just a little alcove. It just ended up being a
That's all
wall
right.
right behind that.
All right, that'll work.
All right, let's do it.
All right, then you hit both of those. Is there anything else you plan on doing before?
We've hit everything, right? We've seen every room that we've.
I think that there was the doors before we came in here. There was a area to the west that we hadn't investigated yet.
Let's take a quick gander over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna come back and hit these, then.
Yep.
That's right, because we chose the dragon room.
Yeah, because Tarn was all like, "Well, surely that going this way is a dead end." And lo, he was right. Ultimately,
It was.
A dead end.
For the dragon.
Yeah. I mean, there is one other exit.
All right. I wondering out loud as the DM if Grelda would be fidgeting at this point.
Well,
Continuing.
but wasn't there an area like right by we opened those giant doors to get into the lava room? I
Oh,
thought
is that what you're talking about?
yeah.
Like right-
That would put you there.
Yeah, so to the west of here. So this would be then the 4th distillery thing that we've seen?
Yes, and then an open area and a passageway to the south.
Turn
All
back to the south, go to the front room.
Yeah, I think the same. I think that we should blow these 4 distilleries and get out of here.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, anywhere else we missed?
I think so.
Is there anything else that looks interesting? Is that a path to the kind of to the right, upper right of where Tarnan's standing?
No, that just ends up being a little alcove.
Okay.
All right, so you end up hitting, starting with this one, and then hitting each of the 4 distilleries, and then you make your way out, out of the entrance tunnel, and as you move forward, probably about 15 minutes later, you hear a series of low booms as you feel the ground beneath you rumble slightly, and then you can see just dust and ash kind of shoot out of the entrance to the tunnel, and then you can see it coming out of the top and kind of disrupting the stars a little bit as well as you kind of walk away from the mountain.
But we don't
For me. Someone walk for me.
Slow walk.
Turn Sanishi back into a mammoth so she can slow walk as a mammoth.
Slow walk of the.
All joking aside, Tyson, do you have another one of those spells to turn somebody into a critter that's much faster than any of us?
I do not unless we took a rest, which we don't have the time for.
Okay. So
At this point, we need to go back.
If time is truly of the essence, I do have the Qual's feather token, which it's the one-time use summon a massive bird that can carry up to 500 pounds while flying at its maximum speed of 16 miles an hour for a maximum of 144 miles per day.
This still doesn't seem like a urgent enough thing.
It doesn't. I'm just saying that if you had something in mind that was urgent, I have that to.
Tarna doesn't think it's that urgent. Grelda might feel otherwise. She has no idea how long these people have, and she is all heart. She's going to want this to happen as quickly as possible.
Well, I will say this is one way or another. You guys are currently making your way back to Whistledown.
Well,
Either
no, there's one thing I would love to do before I went to Whistledown.
Then it's your call whether Grelda would want. How desperate Grelda would be.
I don't like that.
I think Grelda's going to Whistledown.
No, I know
Yeah.
Grelda's going to Whistledown. It's just whether Grelda would kind of push for Nate to use the token, or whether she would be fine with you hoofing it back.
How long did it take us to get here?
It's about 12
I
hours.
And how long would it take us with magic bird thing?
Let me see. 16 miles an hour. 2.
The fifth option, which I think we discussed before, was to have Icky carry the stuff back there.
Mm-hmm.
We discussed that as a possibility, but not something that we were going to do. I believe one of the reasons why Grelda was so big on this 90-minute time span was because it was going to take us 12 hours to get back. And it's like that was already factored into her original estimate. So as long as we're within that 90 minutes, that original 90 minutes that she gave us, something else is okay. If we are not within those 90 minutes.
No, our 90 minutes is running out right about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that Grelda.
But I think you're right, Jill. I think that was in 90 minutes we need to turn and head back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
More of.
She was going to.
yeah, and that she's Grelda's headed to town.
Yeah. All right, then. Bill wanted to do something. Can I go to the bathroom really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you need me for this? Like, do you need the DM for this?
Yeah, I'm going to need you for this. Go to the bathroom and come back.
All right, then give me 2
5?
seconds. No,
It's 5 minutes.
we can take 5. We can take 90 seconds. It depends on if anybody else needs to go.
2 minutes.
I'll be right back.
Son of a bitch.
Never forgiven you.
Huzzah.
Hey, y'all! I killed a dragon!
I'm a dragon! Hi, everybody. I just crashed into that keep.
Yeah, so I guess like now that we're outside before we head back, like Icky would make predictions like, so hey guys, I don't know if it is relevant to anybody's interests, but there's a corpse of a red dragon about, what was it, 60 or 90 feet?
65 feet. Which means,
65 yonder.
it probably would have, 65 feet, it probably would have hit the edge of the mountain and kind of tumbled down, actually. So, I mean, you'd still be able to find it, but yeah, it wouldn't have dropped straight down and just stopped. It would have hit and kind of rolled a little bit.
You said it was very Mordor-y and there was like flat nothing.
There is, but the mountain kind of, it curves downward. So it rolled into the flat nothing.
It still was moving forward with momentum.
Yeah, oh yeah, no,
The physics of this are
I'm being a dick playfully.
complex.
You're playing make believe wrong. All right, turn it.
Icky, are you wanting to go check out the dragon, or are you willing to take this stuff and get to the village as fast as possible?
I'm willing to take the stuff as fast as possible. Honestly, I don't care about the dragon. Like we killed a dragon, guys. But I don't know. I figure like some of you might have use for pieces of a dead dragon.
Yeah, I want a couple of claws I want at least 5 claws for the Sandpoint 5. Oh, did I mention I'm thinking about calling it the Sandpoint 5? Maybe later. Because none of us are from Sandpoint, and we all just ended up at that point, the 5 of us. Anyway.
Well, if we're gonna use the magic bird thing, we're already saving a ton of time, so we probably would have time to go check out the dragon.
Who's actually holding the magic bird thing?
We would need to head home or head back to the town immediately, I think.
Icky was.
Icky, you want to keep that? I mean, yeah. My idea is, because that bird's going to be even faster than Icky flying, correct? Or does Icky fly faster than that bird? And would our characters know that?
Icky would know that. Let me see. Normal person, Icky. It probably goes twice as fast as Icky. Oh lord. All right. Sorry. Now I have to figure out flying speed. Hold on a second.
The African Icky.
All right.
Well played, Lars. Well played.
Yes.
All right, so and all right, there we go. Normal is 24 miles a day walking. Icky can double that flying, so that would be 48 miles a day is what Icky could do. This bird can do 144 miles a day. So this bird can fly 3 to 4 times as fast as Icky can.
And carry 500 pounds. So 2 of them.
500 pounds or 1,000 pounds at half speed.
And it's worth noting that it has to take a 1-hour rest for every 3 hours of flying.
Yeah, but it would be there by the time we got there.
16 miles an hour. Yeah, it would be able to get all the way back before it would need a rest. Yes.
Yeah, for this specific usage, yeah, wouldn't need it.
It would probably get back there Probably get back there in an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah, this is a one-time use only thing, yeah?
Correct.
Yes.
Fuck.
That's the rub.
I am undecided. I'd like to hear from the rest of my team.
Is it a spell or is it a magic item?
It is a wondrous item.
It is a single-use, wondrous, rare item.
Okay, so it's not. I couldn't like copy it into my spell book if we kept it or something.
No. It is actually a magic item that has a single use.
Sean, you have to play the part of Grelda on this one when she votes.
If I remember what Grelda was saying, if you guys decided to go dig into the dragon right now, she would want you to use this. If you guys decided to start heading back right now, she would be fine with you not using it, because that's why she gave you the 90-minute time limit, because you're going to have to walk around the mountain, do whatever you want to do with the dragon, walk back around the mountain, and then begin your journey back.
So here's a question. Do you guys trust that I have the carrying capacity and skill required to investigate and harvest whatever we would need from the dragon, where I could fly to where it is, get what we need, and then come back and meet you on the way back?
Probably. All I really want is at least one decent tooth, scale, and claw for each of us. So that's 15 items. And if you want to pull more than that, fantastic. But those things shouldn't be terrible.
You can do the teeth and the claw. The teeth and the scales. But the dragon only has 2 claws and 2 feet. Unless you're like,
it's not a 4-limbed dragon.
You mean like a whole claw, or just like a single?
How many digits does it have on each claw? Because it's not just like a one-prong thing.
It's a claw. No.
I thought it was a full-fledged dragon, a 4-legged beast.
It is, but I don't know. The dragon has 4 claws on its forelegs and 3 claws on its hind legs. So 15, or 8 and 6, that's 14 altogether.
Which is still more than 5.
And we're looking for 5.
It is.
Yeah.
Never.
So if you want to go harvest to the best of your ability, look that up.
Add that to the list of things I did not think I'd have to look up.
Harvesting the organs off of the dragon you didn't expect us to kill.
If by any chance you are able to get some of its blood and keep it from coagulating, I might enjoy having a bit of a dragon blood bath, even if it's dragon blood hooker bath.
Best I can do is, hey Tarmin, you got a spare vial?
Might as well get a urine and the stool sample while you're at it.
I don't want to
leave it short, okay?
Actually, could you just bring the whole dragon back with you?
I just bathe in blood.
Interestingly enough,
It could be fun to bathe in dragon's blood. Dragon's blood could be better.
You probably had a lot of dragon's blood on you as a mammoth after you wrecked it.
Yeah, you
It
kind
is
of did.
true.
So you've got some on you still, I'm sure.
Interestingly enough, I knew you guys would do some shit like this at some point, so I found a D&D 5th edition monster harvesting handbook. Fucking knew eventually you guys would come across something weird and want to like harvest things from it. So I've got all like the DCs and everything you need to roll in order to harvest it, and said shelf life of specific pieces of young red dragons.
Icky, go forth and harvest to the best of your abilities. Do you want another speed boost, or are you good?
If it's something that you can spare easily, I'll take it. But
I can
if
give
it's
you a 1 hour speed boost, yeah.
just like if it's going to drain your stamina, your energy at all, I wouldn't take it, because who knows what you might need on the way back without me.
It would take me an hour to replenish it, and if we're going to be moving out right now, we're going to end up taking an hour to rest somewhere anyway.
Well, if you feel up for it, I'll take it.
You got it.
All right, I take it.
All right, so everybody else begins the journey back. Icky flies around until you come upon the corpse of the dragon you have slain. So you want teeth and claws.
I'm sorry. Our cat just picked up a die and in her paw.
Oh wow.
This one, not even the
Oh,
one
play
with
the belly.
bones.
Okay, I'm sorry, Sean.
I
What do I
want
need
to
to
play
do?
too. All right, so actually the teeth and claw DC is so low that I'm not even gonna have you roll for it. When it comes to the getting a vial of blood, give me an... Oh, let me see exactly what DC this is.
Phlebotomy check.
I think that it needs to be an acrobatics check.
Give me a
Animal handling.
dexterity check, actually. Because you need to be dexterous in order to cut correctly, in order to harvest.
Okay.
Said
Okay.
blood.
All right.
I can see that.
Oh, god damn it. It was this close to being a 19, but then it flipped over one more face and it's a 9.
And it's a 9?
Yeah. That's a modified 9.
I will say that, what are you collecting the blood in?
A vial.
A
It's one of the
vial?
bottles I got from Tarman.
Because of... So, Icky not really knowing a dragon's anatomy. I mean, you easily cut out the teeth because they're very obvious, and you easily cut off the claws because it's very straightforward. But you're trying to figure out where would be the best place to get the blood out in a decent amount. So you go up by its neck and you cut, and you manage to hit an artery that had been holding back some blood, and it sprays directly in your face. You do manage to get a quarter of a vial before the pressure stops and the blood just stops coming out. So you have a quarter of a vial of dragon's blood, and your face and torso is literally drenched in dragon's blood as well.
Nishi's gonna be so jealous.
So
Yeah,
yes,
right.
you took a blood shower unintentionally.
Icky feels that this is unintentionally metal and is okay with it.
I think there were scales.
Yeah, I was.
Oh yes.
What I gotta do for scale?
Give me another dexterity check for the scales then.
All right.
God damn, seriously?
So, all right. If I'm rolling against the red dragon for these, right?
No, there are specific.
No. I get advantage against rolls against the dragon because it hasn't attacked. Nobody else has attacked it, right? Right. Okay, I'm gonna roll again. I rolled it. A modified 8.
A modified 8. You after about 10 minutes worth of work, you still have not managed to pull off an entire scale. You do pull off pieces of a scale, but you do not seem to be able to pull off an entire one. So you have like quarters of a scale and a half of a scale, and you have a bunch of broken pieces of dragon scale, but you just, for whatever reason, you're just not able to get off like a full unbroken scale. So if you want to take the pieces of scale, you're more than welcome, but for whatever reason in the like your friends are walking the other way, you can move fast, but you're still just like your heart's pumping and you're just not able to pull off a full intact scale.
And to be fair, you did pull off 3 scales in flight while fighting, so theoretically, if you trace the path back, those scales would have fallen. And there are 3 dragon scales somewhere.
So,
Well, between here and the mountain.
I'm just gonna take what I've got and go.
Okay.
Any other weird shit in that book to get off the dragon?
I know, right? Like, it hints.
As Icky leaves, I will let you know you can attempt to harvest the gizzard, heart, eyes, liver, scales, teeth, claws, tongue, and horn.
Wow. Oh, I forgot about horns.
Cool.
And that's just off of the dragon. It has literally every monster, a salamander, a giant salamander.
Wow.
Yes.
Like
I said, I fucking knew you guys would try and harvest some random creature. I probably found this a year and a half ago, and I've just been waiting.
I had no idea such a handbook would exist.
It's definitely somebody wrote it and created it, so it's not official, but... Alright, so Icky flies back as you guys are going. I would say about an hour and a half into the trip with Icky's speed, especially with the bonus. I would say about an hour and a half into your trip back is when Icky ends up meeting you.
So Landon was like, so I'm, here's the tooth. Here are all.
You get a tooth. You get a tooth.
Everybody gets a tooth.
Unfortunately, as far as the blood and the scales go, this is all they could get.
Thank you.
So, Sanishi gets the blood and
Icky says, still soaked red from head
Yeah.
to mid-chest.
I tell Tanishi, if you really want the blood that badly, just lay down underneath Icky. And then I use prestidigitation to wipe the blood away from him, which, if I remember correctly, that stuff has to go somewhere, which would probably go down to the floor or the ground.
Oh yeah, can you control where it goes?
I let him with the alcohol.
So you could technically just wring it off of me into the vial.
Oh yeah.
It's already revealed on you.
Sanishi, do you have your rusty dragon tankard on you? You could fill that with dragon's blood.
Yeah, but then I'd have to carry it, and I put my axes in my hands. They feel right.
Tarnan is continuing with Grelda, who I have no doubt would not stop for this playfulness.
Oh no. They would be Grelda would not stop at all. I have a feeling Grelda would probably, Tammy will tell us next time, but I have a feeling Grelda would probably risk the point of exhaustion and probably not stop on the trip back. But this, you guys are on the trip back. I don't see anything that would pop up between now and reaching Whistledown, unless you guys
Oh my
have anything
God.
particular you want to do. What?
I said, oh my god, spoilers.
Spoilers! Nothing happens.
Nothing that I can think of offhand. I'm open to doing something if other people have the interest or have an inkling.
Just out of curiosity, how many dragon scales and no dragon scales. How many teeth and claws did we get?
5 and 5, because that's what you told Dickie to grab.
Okay. Does anyone want theirs right away, or can I hold on to them?
You are welcome to hold on to them, sir.
Okay.
Would checking out the robe be something Geisen could do while walking back, or is that something I'd have to rough?
I believe that you can take a short rest while walking.
What?
That
At
sounds
speed? No. Cool if you can, but
Oh, no. Eating, drinking, reading, and tending to a wound. So walking does not count. So you would either need to stop for an hour or have the investigation spell. Or you could put on and attune to the robe, and then you would find out what it did.
No, I think that's a bad idea. I just figured if it was possible to do while we're heading back, but I'll wait.
Yep, you can always just use a magical item and find out what it does.
I pressed the big red button.
I I can't say it hasn't crossed Tanishi's mind to just put that fucking robot.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I kind of want to one of these days roll a character who just is a fucking idiot, and will just do these things and just like, it's like, hey, cool row, and just like see what happens.
Your party doesn't like.
Badger would probably do that depending on if she rolled high or low.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I actually did watch a video about a guy talking about how to create a character, just a dumb luck character, like a somebody who like accidentally fails into succeeding every time, and just if you use like there's like a halfling wizard, an evocation wizard who has the rolls you did, Lars, and then you get halfling luck, and then you take luck, so you have like 6 rerolls a day. So you basically just bumble your way through everything because you can either replace rolls or re-roll so often that you literally just like Jar Jar Binks your way through the adventure.
That sounds awful, and I want to do it.
I know. Like I watched it, I was like, that it would be I would love to play that character, but I would hate to have that character in my party.
I vision as to what our next party is going to consist of.
Yeah, in 5 years when we actually finish this adventure.
It's gonna be all our focus.
I half apologize for aiming so high with this one. I probably should have aimed for something a little shorter and less grandiose from the start.
Hell no. This is awesome.
I love this.
Like honestly, you guys are approaching the halfway point. Like in the overarching adventure, like all of the little sub adventures in the campaign, you guys are approaching the halfway point.
Did we jump ahead by killing the dragon early at all?
I think we probably did. We should probably get a level for that.
Actually, you guys will. Not for killing the dragon, but between the end of this adventure and reaching Turtleback Ferry, you guys will level up. So I will probably have everybody level up between now and the next time we do this campaign.
Can I fashion myself some either dragon teeth or dragon knuckle, or perhaps both claw?
You can't. You can try and find somebody who can.
Darn it.
I don't really think Icky has the wherewithal to fashion anything other than like a necklace out of these things.
Man, all I need to do is like string them together and hold them between my claws and punch with them.
I'm Wolverine, motherfucker.
Yeah, right?
I'm proficient. With Tinker's tools and artificing. Although I don't know if I will be next time we play.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what's up?
Tarnin's already planning to hire whoever's still sane at Whistledown to go up there and harvest the dragon. Stay out of the damn cave so you don't get killed. Harvest the dragon and bring it back. No, mail it, send it to Sandpoint, care of the Sandpoint 5 at the Rusty Dragon.
Well, you'll have a chance to tell whoever is still themselves there when you get back.
All right, so let's rush through that. How far?
Well, that's why we wanted to wait for Tammy to roleplay.
No, I mean,
to there.
To that point. We're not at that point yet, are we? Or are you saying we're there?
I'm saying that nothing of interest will happen in your travel between where you are now and reaching Whistledown. From my end, anything that you guys want to do on your travel, we can do. But the next the next time I interject anything will be reaching Whistledown.
So how do we go through the timeline again, Sean? What time of day is it now?
It was night. It will probably be late afternoon by the time you get there. If you don't stop, like if you go for 8 hours, take the point of exhaustion, and go for another 4, it will probably be late afternoon, sometime in the 1 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon range, by the time you start to get in sight of Whistledown.
Just run this timeline past me again from the beginning of us leaving the boat. It was evening when we got there. We left right away. We traveled as far as we could and took a rest.
You traveled for 8 hours. You took an 8-hour rest. Traveled for 4 more hours. Did your entire adventure. And then you're traveling for 12 hours. So I would probably need to go back to the video to find out exactly what time I said it was when you guys got there. And then it would be traveled for 8, rested for 8, traveled for 4, fought for 90. It was probably a good 2 hours, then 12 hours back. So that's 16, 20, 22, 34 hours from the time the boat landed till the time you reach Whistledown again.
And since it was evening when we got there, it's going to be...
late afternoon. So I would say about 1 to 2 in the afternoon by the time you got back. Hey! That was pretty good. I just pulled that out of my ass. That worked.
I was gonna say, man, like that. Then like.
Yeah, so I'd say it's about 1 to 2 ish in the afternoon by the time like you see Whistledown in the distance. So you see it at 1, and you would probably get into the outskirts of town at 2.
And that's where we're going to leave it. I'm tapped. People, if we run into anything, it's going to be nothing but throwing daggers and praying.
Like I said, we can pick it up and see if Tammy would say any difference. But as far as I can see, even with how tapped you guys are, Grelda would push and we need to get there, and we'll just deal with what we get there when we get there.
I think reasonable from the session perspective to say let's stop it from where Icky rejoins the party.
Okay.
And then if we reconvene, Tammy can say whether or not Grelda would agree that maybe resting, so in case shit has hit the fan when we return to town, we're ready for it, or if she would just be like, nope, come on guys, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, because that'll be a pretty quick transition either way.
Yep.
Yeah. So we can just either say okay, yeah, no, we're taking a quick rest and then moving into town into the evening, or nope, we're right at town and we're exhausted.
Yep. So it'd be late afternoon with point of exhaustion, or you'll take a rest and you'll get there after the sun has set.
Cool.
All right. So then